The fuck is up? I'm going to give this about 5 minutes before I actually start this. So I can, hopefully, maybe get some people in here. It'd be cool. I do want to get a few people in here and go over my reaction upon this video because I do like it. It's very well made. It's not bullshit opinions. It's because I think we're living in a society that needs to be more informed than anything. So I'm actually going to do a video. I'm thinking about it now. Let me do this. I'm gonna do this. Maybe I can tweet it, get a few people to come in here, and go from there. They don't call me that guy Vince for a reason. I got it, Vince. So what I'm gonna have to do, because if you want to do it, I'm not too worried about people disliking me, which is fine. I'm just going with what I think personally upon the issue. I don't have any issues with people. In terms of everything going on, I'm allowed to state my opinion, just like everyone else. But I do want to keep this in mind that this is a video upon issues upon this, and I will probably talk a lot about more different things. But Vic Mignogna is the most case, and I usually talk about the same issues with just about anything. And why I do think morally sometimes I don't. I'm on a phone, you totally get it. You get it. He understands. But I am going to start in a little bit on this video because I think it's very interesting, and I would like a lot of people to just be a part. Oh no. See, half of the shit doesn't like to pop up, and I hate that about this. Oh no, that's not. Twitter on the phone is so bad. That's why I don't like phones. I don't like the phone apps. They're trash. I don't know. I agree with this person. I mean, people are always close. I'm not saying it might be because he's Italian. We don't fucking know, man. We don't know. But I will say this. There's a reason that I'm bringing this to awareness. I love Monica Rio. It's been deleted. Oh, hell no. What? What's up? Wait. Did I just get censored on Twitter? This is why I fucking hate Twitter. This is why Twitter's bullshit. Alright, well, my name's Dave, that guy at events. Oh, right now. Okay, yeah, you're in my live stream. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Apparently something got deleted. I don't know. Twitter is complete bullshit and ran by bullshit. But I would love so many more people to come into this. It would be so awesome. What's up? I appreciate it. I don't know. It said something was deleted when I responded, so I don't know if you deleted it. So it's all good. I don't know. You'd be surprised how Twitter will just censor you for dumb shit. But yeah, man. I wanted to do this not because I'm saying, hey, you're wrong. That person's wrong. It's the whole thing of, I'm going to put an example because it is coming around mostly around the Broly movie, which I do have an issue about in terms of, I know it probably was Twitter. I don't know. I hate Twitter. I hate social networking. And my issue is that we have to all agree that around the time of Bill Cosby coming out with his special on Netflix, everyone came out of the woodworks and he lost everything. Oh, it is, and don't get me wrong, there is a guy that literally took one bit of my context and said I support rape, so I don't know what to say to the guy. His name's NJ something. He has a I don't know what he was or who he was taking a picture with, but that's the thing of why I get so upset about the internet and one person when I'm saying, look, I'm allowed to listen to you. Yes, I'm going to agree with things that you may not agree with me with. It's the civil back and forth of human nature. And I know a lot of people on the internet, which is what's this thing at now? The kickback thing. I do believe that there was a little things I do question in terms of his religion and everything that people go against. And I was talking to you about. I really think it's because he's Italian. He does that. I don't know, but he is Italian, so we have to understand that the Italian heritage. If you've ever seen Italian movies, they usually kiss each other in the cheek. So I don't know if that's where because he was around, based with people. That's just me. But you can tell by my pic I sent you, my man, that he is close. I mean, if you ever meet Adult Swim people, we'll talk weird. I love Adult Swim people. But I know you wanted to see this, but I do like their video. I did watch some of it, and there is a lot of stuff that I agree with, you know. But I'm actually gonna watch that right now.
So, if you guys don't know about this hashtag, you don't know about Vic Mignogna. So, Vic Mignogna is an anime.
Keep in mind, I already about to know the allegations for 15 years coming up.
Actor. He's also been in games as well and a bunch of other media. Not much live action stuff, but he has been in a few like Star Trek fan productions.
I mean, it's his own thing. So I mean, the whole. I don't know if he's been to Star Trek himself, but he does have his own series. It's really good. Now, if like there was a thing where he used a reference from the show on a thing at DragonCon somebody posted, I'm like, have you ever seen the Star Trek series? It's a joke because he's green. I'm not even gonna say that is the reason why someone put it go to 9 minutes. I'm like, that's it? That's all you have to show me? That's the thing. Like, you can take things out of context, but if you don't watch that stuff, it makes you look bad, and it's making them look bad. So, let's be honest.
He's 59 years old right now. We'll bring that up a little bit later why that matters. So, 59 years old. He's starting around 15 years ago. So
I'm very well aware of this stuff.
As an anime voice actor.
Obviously.
And that's only relevant because just bringing it up. Like, the scope of these allegations are
Apparently, someone put 2 other voice actors or people who worked in the business who were convicted. So I'm unsure the difference between them. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm going to say at the end of this video, why I say these things, and it's a good video. But when I saw the Reddits and all that years ago, and nobody's like screenshotting, but I did see the Discord. I did find that. I can send that to you. It's on the. You just got to look in the kick thing. I was reading it. I don't see any malicious attempt of what he's saying. Go attack people. People will attack you just to attack you. I don't think people understand Pokemon and all these other YouTubers. They have people that will attack you. Kids aren't what we call smart at that age. I'm unsure if that's what they're interpreting, but that's just me. I'm not going to attack someone. I will defend someone, but I'm not going to defend them and make excuses for them. There's a big difference. Exactly. And I like some of the people on Twitter. There are people that just don't want to listen to you, even if you bring facts. Like, I put this as the example. Christianity has been blacklisted more so around 9/11. And somebody's like, oh, yeah, that's a different one. No, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter if they're violent or not. They're Christian. That's all it took for someone. And I was at Ichiban. He was a guest. I've met Vic 15 times. I've talked to the dude for 30, 40 minutes. There's a literal trans person helping him. And don't get me wrong. I've seen just regular straight people. I don't know, but it was a little weird.
Started going to Con, promoting his work in Fullmetal Alchemist of Edward Elric.
I actually have my screen right here, so my screen's cracked.
So yes.
No. I'm saying like the religion, because Muslims are Christians, if I'm correct, and that's where I'm just putting an example of. I think more so Christianity has been attacked more since then. It's not really a good example, but that's just me as a whole between that situation, if you can get what I mean. I believe that Christians were more hated around that time because Muslim bombings and all that. And I had was she Muslim? I don't know what she was. She said I think she was part Iraqi. I don't know what she was, but she says she was spitted on a bunch of all that. She was my teacher too, my math teacher, and she was spitted on by people because of during that time. So I mean, religion is also a big factor in all the other scenarios. I've only seen Vig mostly be attacked for this, but more so 5 times, 10 times more than any other voice actor
However,
currently.
we also have to acknowledge with these allegations that he has never acknowledged them outright, one to one, like picking them apart.
I do believe there was a time, yes, but people can hate someone for their past. I do understand. I do agree with this. There was a time, probably, yes, because apparently there was some voice actors, but it's hard to find. Yeah. No, 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 no. I'm not saying like I think. Well, Muslims are Christian. That's what I was saying. Basically, I think they misinterpreted. But you get what you understood what I mean though, and it sucks that because I think the Christian faith is getting a bit more hated on. I'm Jewish, so I don't think a lot of people are gonna attack a Jewish person more than a Christian person because of their beliefs. I think that's where it is. I will say that because of the belief system. I do believe that there was once upon a time Vic did this stuff, but people still blow on that pass and just keep going with it because keep in mind there's a bunch of stuff on the internet and it bothers me because it's like I want to believe you, but keep in mind between this Me Too movement it's hard to tell. That's the thing. And that's all it is. It's all on social media. It's like, you're telling me this. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's like Kevin Spacey. I'll put this as a big example. His whole case is about that person in a bar, but keep in mind, they weren't even legal and they had a fake ID. So Kevin Spacey didn't really do nothing bad in terms of that. But it's like the mom still gave him a underage ID. You see what I mean? It's stupid. It's like, I need to shave my beard though.
That's kind of been posted around, that have floated around throughout the years, but he's never addressed each and every one, especially some of the really heavy allegations, until this specific apology that he...
Yeah, I agree with that. I know he's addressed some of it, but because I think it's getting out of hand, it's getting to that point. So I'm not gonna say he's defending himself. I'm saying I'm just saying something. I'm saying that, there comes a time and place where it's going to get to a point where people are going to try to go against you. And I think that's just me on a human level, trying to be personal about it, not to make fun of. Like, I'm all on that Twitter thread being nice, just asking you. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to do none of that. I will censor you from talking to me if you're just going to get upset. I'm not here to get you upset or triggered or whatever the heck you want to use. And then use, I'm a straight white male and all that, and think I'm going to want to talk to you. Sorry, that's not how it works. I would love to have more discussions like this in a setting, but people don't want to do that.
Really, so we're not getting to the apology as of yet. We just want to break down what these allegations are and also why we're calling them allegations.
And I like that.
We use them in the same way that news organizations do. Now, I'm not claiming a news organization. Neither is Tristan.
Probably gonna be a 40 fucking minute video. So if you want to go, you can. I'm just gonna have it finished by then.
An official news organization, but we still want to...
I appreciate it. I understand that. You're right, and I do. I feel like that apology is a little bit more accepting because you can't really explain a lot. He doesn't come on social networking. I mean, I would understand why he doesn't have the other social networks in the terms of because why. But if he is doing this, he's covering it very well, and that's really all it is until me and you could actually prove that. I mean, I could go into this like all day. I mean, it sucks that that's what it is. That's Hollywood. That's the music business. It is very bad. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I wish more people would be involved. Like, I'm that type of person. Wish I could see. Can I actually see the comments? Or here it is. But maybe he could. You're right, and I do believe it angers you to a point because I would talk to him about it and he would get upset. I'm not saying that he's getting upset because you're talking to him about it, but I think it's because people have been doing it for so long. It would bother anybody. So we can be kind of honest on that. It comes to a point where people that will just do it to troll you and get a reaction out of you. I do know for a fact that a person does not have to care about the sexuality of a character, and I do know that a lot of people during the time of Full Metal did not want him to be. So I mean, you got to put it like this: I'm not sure those are because of the reasons or because they don't want him as a voice actor compared to like Travis Willingham or uh, Millie Flanagan or something. I understand that. That's the thing, and I'm not saying, hey, the time period is wrong. The time period is of how many people kept doing it and still do it to this day. I've met more negative people than anybody. Vic has one of the biggest lines in a convention. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I've met him like 15 whatever times, but I'm gonna go on base experience of what I seen, what I saw, etc. And that's the biggest thing.
Now, in no way does that mean that we are saying that these victims are not victims, or that even with the large amount.
And this is why people don't understand that I'm not bashing anyone, but they're gonna take it as, oh, I don't believe you. That's not the case. This video for like the 15-20 minutes is pretty well thought. I think they're going off script, so that's hard for people to do.
Rather recently, with this Kick Vic hashtag, some people are like, I stand with Vic. Hashtag
and the thing is, you can stand with someone, but I'm not gonna rep a Kick Vic or stand with Vic thing. Because I don't know everything. I don't support no one. And I told this one person, that NJ kid, I don't support anyone. I go against my mind and what I think.
Are you his friend? Are you his family member? Do you know him? Like, who are you? Mm-hmm. Why are you immediately coming to the defense of Vic Mignogna instead of actually trying to do research?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like, I've researched this years ago, and like you were telling me, I saw so much stuff that didn't really see me fit to be like, okay, this person's bad. And that's just me. I mean, I hope people are going to take this the wrong way anyways, but like I said, I'm not defending no one. I'm going based off my logical thinking. And that's the issue I think people need to start doing instead of going out of the woodworks and coming out together and try, maybe some of these people are just doing it because I did see a troll about it, and I'm like, that's not funny if you're doing that. There are people that will try to ruin your life, and and that's where it comes down to it. And what was the other part he was saying before
I... You immediately coming to the defense of Vic Mignogna instead of actually trying to do research.
Yeah, and like I said, yeah, I think it was still on that part. But I've done a lot of research and looked up during that 2005 for like maybe 2 or 3 years, and it's just like I said, the more people have technology, the more they're gonna use it. Like I said, credibility are one thing, but you can't just say, "Hey, I got that." But I can go on based on what I know about a person's religion, background, etc., common sensely, and I'll make myself look like an idiot. Like I said, he is Italian. That is a common thing in Italian heritage, or whatever you can call it, where they do kiss on the cheek. Pope Francis, he does it. I mean, he's Christian, if I'm correct. I mean, some of those people do it. It's not weird. It's pretty common. So no one's really said that but me in terms of that, and that's my big issue. Like, we're allowed to say what we feel, but we need to say how we need to really say things, if you get what I mean.
What the heck is going on? So, would like to mention, like I mentioned earlier,
the whole fucking allergies.
For a while, because some people have been saying, well, these allegations, are they just because of Dragon Ball Super Broly? That just came out.
And like I said, during the time Bill Cosby had a special come out and all the people came out. So yeah, I'm going to question a little bit of the authentication of people doing it at that time. And that thing, it says people do it at the time and they want to, which is true. Some people will do it if you're having a big movie or you're up and coming music or whatever. It doesn't matter. People will use anything against you if they just don't like you. And I think maybe 75% of those people are right. But I think 25% are more toxic, if not more, equal to each other 50-50. That's my big issue.
The reason why these are coming up again? No, because like I mentioned much earlier, and again right now, these have been actually coming up since around 04, 05. Tristan and I have actually heard about these allegations.
And yes, some person on Twitter said, hopefully a lawsuit will happen, but keep in mind, 2 voice actors or people who worked in the industry went to jail, if I'm assuming. I couldn't find the name because of refresh, so maybe you can link it up for me and find the name, or I can just look it up. Let me see. I'm going to do this because why not? I might not be able to find it automatically. I don't know if they were people. Yeah, I don't know who would be. There was like 2 people they said, and that's going to be a lot of searches. There are about 34,000 researches. And I could put Vic Mignogna hate or something, and let me see how many people. There were about 54,000, and I think the most recent was 2018. Yeah, I only see something about. Yeah, these are, like I said, the most recent ones in March. That's what I like about the internet. See, look, some say Vic shouldn't be a voice actor for Ruby. Why? I mean, if you give a reason why, that makes sense. But like I said, these are all just things that people posting. There's a difference between posting and, like I said, showing me, which I don't mind listening to you. But if you're just not going to listen to me and I'm going to listen to you on things that I know in real life, I don't know what to say or believe, because it's like you want to just see that person just lose everything. I get it. That's really kind of dumb. That's just me on a personal level about this kind of stuff. I don't look, like I said, I would rather have the truth and that's it. But just don't attack me and say like, "Oh, fuck your feelings. I don't care," when I'm honestly asking you how you feel and what you know. Or I'm just spreading accusations, which is illegal. I'm sorry. I think I started watching Vic around middle school days. The Angel's such a good series. Almost like 2 decades. I think during the time is when they were playing, so you could have been a middle school, high school, elementary, and known about it. I was actually more hesitant to meet Vic when I heard allegations when I first started Kid Conventions. So I said, you know what? They're just words. So I'm just going to go up. And generally, he went for everybody. He was really chill. Like I said, there's a difference between in person and behind. I get that. This is the one you were talking about. I do believe their dislike ratio is complete bullshit. I will say this. They made a really good video, and I'm going to give them a like, and I'm going to sub to them because of that. And that's the issue I have upon some of these kids. I believe that some of them will attack you just to attack you, and that's my issue about it. I'm 25. I'm going to be honest, or right now, I have a mind and brain. It's a dumb thing to have to say out loud because it sounds like something that's commonplace, but look, don't touch, like cosplay is not consent. Right. That's something that I feel like people should be like, oh, that's obvious. Why would somebody say that? Keep in mind, there are known people who are older just come to these conventions and do this. Nobody really talks about that situation versus the voice actor, and that's another thing I made a video about a certain photographer named Travis Skotka. People didn't like it because I said the same thing. You're trying to ban a guy from a convention. And I know a lot of people who comment on it. I'm not saying they're wrong. But it's how they made that signature thing to ban someone, and half of the signatures are fake. I've tested this. I can make extra accounts with a fake address and say I'm a person. That's my total issue about just convention goers besides guests. And that's a thing people do not think first. This was a MegaCon. I don't think you know the story. There's a convention, the MegaCon convention, there was a story. I went to this the same day. I think it was either Metro or MegaCon. One of those, because I went in there in the same day from Tampa to Orlando. I think it was Metro. I think it was. There was a guy and a person there who kidnapped a girl, I'm assuming. Hold on, let me find it, because you can actually find this. MetroCon, kidnapping. I think it's something like that. Yeah, no. It's somewhere on here, but this was a story. Years ago, I know, I really gotta find this. This is why I get so annoyed if people focus on that and not real issues. Was Megacon or Metricon? Yeah, it's going to be hard to find because this has been years ago, and it wouldn't surprise me if they took it down. But there was a story of a kidnapping around there, and she was mentally ill, challenged, and apparently the guy went to her house, picked her up, and all that. I'm not sure if she made it home. This story, like, I forgot about it because I was moving at the time, so I didn't really touch upon it. But people need to realize there are people like that who are regular attendees who do this stuff. But no one complains about that 90% of the time of something like this. That's my biggest issue with conventions. It's because it's money. At the time, some people you don't know are doing this stuff until it's after, which is fine. But don't sit here and say conventions need to have more safety. How do you know the ill intentions of someone if you don't know them or show the emotion of it? You never know what a person's gonna do. I don't think people understand that. There's a lot of stories. Okay, wait. Keep in mind, Anime LAX during 2 weeks ago just had a 7-car fire because someone was stalking a cosplayer. Do you see where I'm going with this? Why is it that we don't talk about those issues, but when it's fucking Broly, oh, you know why? Because he's popular, he's famous, and it's a fucking movie coming out. I can name the biggest more things compared to that. But that video of the LAX fire thing won't be talked about again. Unless someone brings it up like I did. Stories like this only last a week, less than if they aren't public. And they aren't. 90% of the time. The other 10% is mostly people not giving a shit. Or the 100% fully, 99.9%, is stuff like this. You get what I mean?
Or not happy what they went through, and you're like, wow, what the fuck?
You can tell that some of these guys are just going on the limb of what they think. And that's great. They're not stupid about it. They're acknowledging that it's just accusations. But I can say things that, like, oh, makes sense.
Making perverted comments towards these women throughout the years. This isn't a new thing. This isn't a quote unquote.
Adults are perverts. That's very common at that age. I don't know.
Some people doesn't mean that people have not had a story for years now.
I understand that. That's all they are stories, though. It doesn't matter how many there are, they're just stories.
So,
a story has a happy ending or a bad ending.
Came up, and then it just inspired some people to come forward not only with their victim on stories, but also just kind of bring this up again. Because again, we've heard this for years now, yet for some reason, it's just kind of like we've heard about it, it's been there, and then out of nowhere, it kind of just went underground again. Yeah. And it went underground to the point where
okay. Okay, this person on here's name's Cammy. I'm just gonna say, well, I mean, some of the people I was talking about him as a personal friend, okay, know him as a personal friend on some R Ranger mods, which help him at autograph table every con. So they've been around him more than I. I don't really believe that. I don't really know how accurate that is unless it's at that convention. That doesn't really help. That doesn't help me. And I get that, which is why they're standing by him. I mean, see, he even said it. I said, I'm not sure I agree with Christianity to be blacklisted, but I do live in the Bible Belt, and I see multiple churches from my house, so I'm biased in the regard. I will say I'm more concerned with sexual harassment. See, and that's the thing. People are more focused on the sexual harassment and assault allegations, which is fine. You're allowed to. And I like some of these Twitter people. Maybe I can get them to watch this. I would love for them to see this. I mean, that's just me. I would love more people. I'm going to link them this, and hopefully they'll watch. I'm actually going to, I don't care. People can find my name anyways, just by putting in That Guide Events. That's my channel. So give me 1 second. I'm going to keep continuing with this. And I do like this person. I love sensible people who understand. And that's the thing versus knowing. Of course, those people who are going to know him longer know how he is. I don't think no one's going to defend that. I don't defend that. I'm kind of like surprised that people want to come out at the same time. Yeah, I'm allowed to question your authenticity of just doing it. And I'm one of the most nicest people on the fucking internet. I won't bash you compared to other people. I don't dox you. I don't give a shit about that. Let me do link this to this person. I'm sorry about that. At least you're both. I appreciate it. I don't want to do this reviews. I'm just doing it because I said when the era of Me Too movement, how we are today. I just want to believe speak. And it's not even before the Me Too movement. This was happening way before. What? This is really, really way before Me Too. It didn't even matter. It's just not going to be as vocal to an extent. Don't get me wrong, this has been going on for decades, and I would love people to join and be this. I don't know, this fucking Shinji Schneider kid is a real fucking moron. He's an issue with this community. He's toxic as shit.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna bring Manana back. That would actually be cool. Why? Because he literally fell out of our heads.
Oh. I thought Nate Wants to Battle just fucking followed me on Instagram.
We're like, oh yeah, those allegations. And then people, and including us, don't dig further and don't see what these are about. And then for some reason, not only does he get away with this, allegedly, right? Allegedly get away with this, but at the same time, also the fact that you and I, Tristan, we don't follow new anime much. So I gotta be real with you. I thought he wasn't even voice acting anymore.
Well, Dan Green's not voice acting, but Vic does a lot of small stuff here and there. Compared to his big roles, I mean, he's doing a lot in terms of he doesn't really post it. If you ever notice on the social network, and he doesn't really use anything but Twitter, and he doesn't really comment, which a lot of people will not do unless they come out at the time. And like I said, he's already preparing for this movie, so he's not going to have that time to give responses, but he has to give to the press, which, when a movie's coming out, yeah, you're building up for your movie. It makes sense.
I legit thought he wasn't even in the industry, right?
Vic's, hidden nowadays. But Dan Green, I miss him as Yugi fucking Moto. That's the thing.
Still, we looked at his roles, and we're like,
we're only 5 fucking minutes in, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, there are things that I've looked at that I've been like, is that who I think it is? Yeah. No, but it's insane that he has actually had work once per year.
I like this person, this Cammy person.
Single year, both in the anime and video game community.
Now, this is the thing between Harvey Weinstein. I don't want anyone to take offense to this. Hollywood and the music industry are that. They will use anything against you, and if you want to become famous, unfortunately, that's what they do. What the fuck? Who the fuck is calling? I'm doing a video, so I don't care. But I hate when people call me. But like I was saying, the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, I will say between Vic it's like people comparing Trump to Hitler. I'm sorry, Hitler just went out and killed people, and you can have Hitler type differences in whatever, but Harvey Weinstein, like I said, I'm about to cough. Harvey Weinstein was able to get his way because he's famous, and they knew what they were getting into. This has been exposed by so many people in the industry that music people, and I thought my friend was crazy for this, said that they do all these crazy things and they'll make you do stuff, and doesn't surprise me. But I don't like the comparison of Harvey Weinstein, Vic Mignogna, because let's be real. Let me make sure if I'm gonna say this right in the context he's saying. Yeah, here it is. You're right, and I guess that's what I meant. It's not an open secret, just like it was an open Hollywood. Exactly, and I love this person's comment. Thank you. And I love this Cammy person because they know. Like I said, there's a difference between the Harvey Weinstein issue and people saying that he is the Harvey Weinstein of anime conventions. And like, no, it's the dumbest comparison I've ever heard. There are so many people just saying, oh, he's like this or that. And it's like, seriously? You're gonna use that when someone did something wrong? Oh my god. It's like I'm gonna punch myself in the face.
Has been out for a very, very long.
We're 6 minutes into this and it's so fun.
Yeah. Some of you, if you haven't been following, are like, okay, get to the allegation. Right. Alright, so these allegations
I like what they're doing.
Are being anti-Semitic. Allegations of being rude to con staff, which I noticed some people are like,
a lot of guests are rude.
It's like, no, but
it's nothing uncommon.
When you are someone who actually is working at these cons and you have that type of power, if you're just going to walk into a room and start screaming at con staff or telling them, you get me this way.
Well, they don't really specify if it's just more back scene screaming or in general there, but I've never seen a video in full view of him doing this. So, I mean, you could easily just put a phone in your pocket, film it, and there you go. I mean, you have you have evidence. One bit of that would prove me wrong. You see what I mean? I do believe that, yes, everything is behind the scenes thing, but if you have screenshots and all that, post them. It's like, holy crap.
People for years have tried to look at celebrities and say, oh, no, they're just being either, they use the word a diva, or they're just being dramatic. They're just being, but it's still not something that we should allow, especially talking about our smaller community. Not a small community, but our smaller community, it's not something that we should just be like, who cares? Now, you could say, does that mean that he should, go to jail or something? No, I'm not saying he should go to jail for being rude to con staff, but it still is part of the allegation.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I heard. I knew what he was saying, though.
And also people online have been talking about for years. Like, yeah, I noticed when I, worked at a con, Vic Mignogna was just yelling at me over nothing, and then he was corrected and then didn't apologize.
Well, I mean, hold on. Shit. Oh, see, I didn't even read this. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why these didn't load. Sorry, I didn't even. Wow, this does not load. I love it. Hold on, let me go back right here. Oh, thank you. Like I said, I appreciate it. I'm trying to go back because like your things just popped in. That's why I didn't see it. Okay, right there. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't tell me that it went down. It like came in so late. 20 on Trolls out there. I love Travis. Yes, I've met him and Laura by luck. But a lot of people are bringing it up now, talking about, yeah, and I understand that. Yeah, the same with Vic is kind of awkward. I do agree. I understand it's like, hey, I don't really believe you until you come out with the allegations. I do believe that. Yeah, no, I agree with you, the kiss thing. It creepy real fast, yeah. But I haven't really seen anything in personal eye view for 4 hours in a line that was like, okay. I mean, like I said, I did show you the pic of him being close. I think people are worried since he's doing a cons round because I don't want people to get assaulted. I don't really know how to feel on that. I mean, I get it. But if you're going to assault someone, you're a fucking idiot. Especially if it's like a 15-year-old and they have this. You're just a scumbag. So, I mean, I'm not going to do that. You get what I mean. I mean, so people are just sociopathical and will do things to hurt you because they say something bad about something that you like. And it's really sad. How old are you? I'm 25, so... Just where it's eyewitness. Yeah, and that's all it is. You a little babu. Wait. Oh. Poor Jason Todd. Find a link later. I appreciate it. You would have assumed the negative. I'm trying to go remember where I saw most of this. Yeah, they actually did catch the person who did on fire. They caught him that quick. I was surprised. But that's the thing. People aren't fixing this issue. But these are people, real people experience. These are just stories they experience. And I know I agree with that. But how you met him? Yeah, I agree with this. Just like your story about how you met him, because their story is bad. And it doesn't count less. It's just that I see things more to the naked eye than just saying, "Hey, you do bad." But people will take pictures and video at the wrong time. That's the thing I do have an also issue is. So we don't know the intention purpose of what the other person agreed to during that prior, but people will do it because of that. No. Now over there, and you made me phrase. Basically, I was saying about the Harvey Weinstein. Oh no, okay. I was saying like Harvey Weinstein, like when those women were becoming popular, they technically would have to do sexual acts, and it's been proven in that industry by a lot of people that to be famous, you got to do things that you're not proud of. That it's like porn in a way, and they did agree apparently to all that stuff. And if he gets free, he's gonna most likely sue them for defecation and going upon that the thing whatever he signed. Yeah, that's true. I do agree with that too. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter the quality; it still counts, But I get what you mean. Some people, yes. Oh, damn, 30. Congrats, man. Enjoy life. Yeah, I don't know why the comments are not loading, and I don't get that. But the whole Harvey Weinstein I was saying is that, yeah, is that like I said, most of those women did agree to do that. And it bothers me that people want to come out now about it. And Hollywood knew it. It's like R. Kelly. They all knew it. It's profit. It's money. And that's all it is. I'm sorry that if I didn't see your post, I kind of feel bad. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why it's not loading. Let me see if I can set that live chat. Okay, all messages are visible. There we go. That's why it didn't work. Yeah, I don't really live stream, you could tell. But, I like the interaction with me and you. And I like this Cammy person. I don't know if they're watching. I'm assuming they're watching because I did send them the link. But, and I mean, it's like I said, all my things are opinionated. So I'm just going back to see if I missed anything because something is common. And it's true. It's very common, and that's another issue. I don't think it's okay if you're doing something bad. Two-way this, baby. No, it's not that. It's just, I think it's because I'm actually on my phone. I'm assuming because I didn't have the visibility. Where I have it, I actually had top chats. Some messages, some may not be visible, so it registered you as spam. I don't fucking like YouTube. But you're good now. I actually have it all set. But, at least like you say, you shouldn't be doing things that you shouldn't do. We can all agree that. I do believe, everyone has a voice. Yes, you are allowed to. Man, my beard is fucking weird. But I would like the understanding of you providing me a little more than just repeating the same stuff, because a lot of stuff is just repeating, and some of these people are just saying the same thing they don't know personally, but they want to help another by agreeing with it, which is the issue. If you aren't if you aren't a victim to it, don't comment. It's none of our business. It's those people. See, yeah, it's this thing. It is fucking, I hate this thing. No. I feel like some of the stuff I am seeing about it is that, I mean, if you want to, come on this, hey, go for it. I don't even know how to 2A in this, to be honest. I'm just actually using my phone. But, maybe we could do a video later in this week if you want to do something like that. I mean, you could have a little debate. I'd love to do that. If you're free tomorrow. I don't know, it's just stuff I'm seeing with it all is that it's been happening for years. And like I said, I think because it comes into the money and power situation, you can get away with it. That's why a lot of people aren't locked up. And if there are pedophiles, they're on a plea deal they are on plea deal to get other people off the streets so they can talk. I mean, that's mostly the common thing about the law on the issue, and I hate that. It sucks. I'm going to agree with that, and it's unfair, yeah, but you gotta given demands, unfortunately, 90% of the time to fix more corrected issues. But I would love to do videos like this with you if you're well, what's today? Yeah, because I have a few things this week. If you're free this weekend coming up, because, would you want to do it? I have Skype and all that. I'll probably just live stream off here. I'll have to figure out how to download something and it'll be like that. I know I can do it off Facebook, but I don't want to do Facebook, because I can't do it off of, here. I would love people to come onto my channel and talk.
Or he just walked away after being rude, and the con still lets him come back. Some have actually have banned him over the years. That's another thing too, by the way. Think about that. If you want to say that all of these allegations are false, even the ones that are coming up, there are cons that have banned him. So that's
I know people will ban you they probably don't want to come back just in general because it's that type of con, or they just don't want to deal with them, or it's usually, but we don't know half of those cons who have contract issues. Contracts let you get a guess, but I personally don't know. There could be many things. Sure, I'm down.
Allegations, being rude to con staff, homophobia, and being anti-Semitic, that while they matter, I'm not saying they don't matter, they, in my opinion, are not as heavy as what is coming up next.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So,
I agree with this.
He's been accused of being a bit too touchy-feely with fans. And when I say touchy-feely, I mean there are a lot of pictures that are out there. We're not going to share these pictures on this podcast.
I mean, you can, but just make a separate channel and let it get demonetized. That's how it works. That's just me, though.
So even though, yes, they may have posted these pictures to Twitter, they posted their experiences to Twitter, I don't want to take their pictures and just post them and sit here and be like, see, look at this, without being able to actually get their confirmation. So I would suggest, like I mentioned earlier, you guys...
All right, cool. I'll come on yours then.
So you could see some of these pictures as well. There was one picture that actually was taken, quote-unquote, out of context, if you will.
I like this.
Been, quote-unquote, debunked, if you will. The problem is that with that picture being debunked, you have people who say, hashtag I said...
Hey, demonetized. They wouldn't make any profit because of that. But you can message. I can, just put underscores between that guy at events and just follow me on Instagram, and you can DM me in there. You don't have to follow me. You can message me on there. I don't really come on Twitter as much. What? Just give me a few. Hold on, I gotta get up. I gotta switch up my setup anyways. Feed my... Oh man. See, I don't know. I think their live stream's broken. Did it freeze? I'm unsure if my internet's fucking up, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's the stream. Okay, yeah, it's the stream. I mean, it's my internet. Give me 1 second. Just put underscores between all of the name. I'm gonna switch this up really quick, boys, girls, whoever's here. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this really quick. Oh my god. God, I have so much clothes to do. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. But I can definitely leave my place and go somewhere private and all that. Alright. I'm moving this right here. Give me about like 2 minutes. But I am enjoying the stream so far. And like I said, I'm not defending none of this stuff. I'm just going what I think could be used correctly in terms of everything going on. So I'm not going to say, hey, you're wrong. I'm not like that. Okay, so I got to switch this piece right here. Why is it not working? Okay. Okay, hold on. For real, that's why, I mean, I'm not gonna bash anybody. Let me use the bathroom, hold up. Woo! Okay, I'm coming back. Where's my fucking pulse? Nah, I'm not gonna wear that. I'm too much of a weeb. I'm a weeb. I'm too much. Let's see what I missed. Okay, I'm back. Ooh. I had to see my mic. Oh shit! See? Alright, I thought, okay, I'm ready. God, my beard looks, man, I need to use more of that. Okay, I am back now. But, what was I saying? Because I kind of woke up at this time doing this, so I'm trying to rethink everything going on. But yes, I would love to do a stream with you. You can host it. You don't have to, like, link my channel. I just, like to have a conversation. I may not be smart on a lot of stuff, but in terms of, like, me just, talking and learning is a different story. And there's nothing wrong with that. I see it. I appreciate it. I see your thing. And I think I would like to have a conversation where you educate me, and hopefully I educate you. That's a real debate, and that's a real general conversation. You can even upload it. I don't care. You have my permission. So if you do want to do that, just go for it. Ugh.
All of them are fake, and it's like, that's not how an argument works. No. So what?
See, and he's right. Saying that they're all not real, you have to have an argument, and I was doing that all on Twitter. If I was having an argument with you. You may not agree with it, like I may not agree with you. But we both come in terms as humans that, you know what, none of it's right. And that's my issue. But to just sit there and retweet one part I said to make me look bad is why I don't like talking to people about situations. And it makes you look like an asshole. And the issue of what I'm trying to say. But nobody does that.
Red hair. Now she's a woman. At the time she was not. That's also a woman with red hair.
So wait, is this a trans, I'm assuming? See, okay, somehow the video broke right here. That's okay. His video broke.
I'm 21 years old now. When I took this picture, I know I might look like I'm uncomfortable, but I actually did consent to this. I wanted to take this picture with Viviana. So you hear that and you go, okay, cool, then we're fine. Here's the issue. She's 21 now. So when you do the calculations, when she said how old she was at the time, she was 14 to 16 years old. I have to be honest with you guys.
This is where I have an issue.
You can't consent to someone who is much older than you.
This is where I have. Okay, if you're like a baby, because you can't, that's a different story. But keep in mind, he never brought up the fact of what I did. He's Italian, of course. See, look, that's why I like people like you. Because it's a conversation then. But other people are like, oh, I know everything. Fuck you. That's what they're basically saying to you and me. But this is why I had a little bit of an issue with what he said and why, like, yes, you were right about the hugging thing. But there are, with my own eyes, where I sat in 4 hours line, and they asked, hey, can you do this? There are videos probably out there. There's so many Vic's meeting stories that you can't really keep up with it all because he's such a popular person. But I've seen it. Like I said, you're just hearing me say this because that's all everything is. That some of these girls will ask like that. I don't think we're going to just say, hey, I'm going to do that. Just kiss you out of the open. No, it's fucking weird. Who, Vix? Or, I mean, like I said, you see the context how you said that? I could think is this guy's or Vix. Vic is very popular. He's like Dan Green right now. It's like Steve Bloom. Vic Mignogna will get a lot more people compared to, like, this is SuperCon. This is a super convention in Florida. They had Roger Craig Smith, J. Michael Tatum, Vic Mignogna, Caitlin Glass. They had 10 of the top voice actors here. And his line was the biggest. They capped it. He is very popular. Yeah, you may think that Vic is a shitty voice actor, but Vic is like the Dan Green of now because he's that good. It's like a bad example, but you know what I mean. There's all the voice actors are pretty much popular based on one role. But That's the issue I have with popularity. It's that people will sometimes use that, but like I said, I'm not against what people say, but if you look on his IMDb, Steve actually has almost 1,000 roles, and Vic almost has. Let me go in behind the voice actors. I'll tell you the difference between popularity. Steve Bloom behind the voice actors. You'll know this. I'm gonna go in Steve Bloom. He has 891 characters, which is a lot. That's about 1,000. I think Vic doesn't even have that much. This is why I like doing my research on particular voice actors and when I do like my own videos. Yeah, trust me, and I've seen a lot of videos. Wait, where was that? I think he doesn't. Okay, he has 286 characters. You know why? Because a lot of his stuff is reoccurring roles compared to so many. Like I said, I don't know much about Bush. I don't like the Bush family. It wouldn't surprise me because they're in politics. Keep in mind, I'm going to say this, and you may not like it. The whole thing with Trump about like the grabbing by the pussy thing was taken solely out of context because if you have money and power compared to you and me, they're gonna go for that. There's a video literally of R. Kelly. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up right now. I don't care if it gets I'm probably gonna turn the sound off because it'll probably demonetize us anyways. But there's a video of a woman grabbing his shit, and people say R. Kelly's an issue, but there are women who like that. What do you mean? Oh, like in terms of him being like social network, he's more of like he doesn't really openly say what he does like in terms of voicing or work because he does a lot of different stuff. Keep in mind, a lot of his 286 characters are recurring roles. Full Metal's recurring. DN Angel was recurring for that first second season. But you got to keep in mind that's why I say that he's under the radar mostly in terms of social network wise. He is mostly doing potential work. The man's more busy. He has music to do. He has a bunch of stuff. He had his own show, Star Trek Continue. So you're not going to be on the internet for a long time. And you'll be surprised how many main characters he has. And he's playing, keep in mind, free right now, so. Yeah, and that's where I questioned what they agreed to. I mean, she could have asked him, hey, can I get a kiss on the cheek? But I do agree with you. If he just did it to do it and wasn't malicious, I'm like, okay, it is weird. And I will agree with you. But I will always say he is Italian, so I mean, you'd be surprised how many I met and they just do it. I mean, I'm not offended. But I do understand your point of where you come off of it, and not everybody will like that. I'm just making sure my phone, because my phone, okay, good, it's just my computer. I need a new one. See, look, I will tell you, he's in Baki right now. I will tell you, like, he's in JoJo. He's in a bunch of series that are reoccurring, so he's going to be in that role for a while. So you can't really say, like, oh, he's popular, he's going to be popular. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I do agree with you. Ow! Ow! Fucking cat. Oh, this video broke, dude. Yeah, I just want to like live. There we go.
A friend who's 17 years old. When she is 14 to 16 years old, she's hugging a dude in her 40s.
Okay, I hug everybody. And I ask. You are correct.
How old are you? Or at least
I've seen him ask. I've literally seen him ask how old you are, in terms of just whatever. But I'm not sure if that's related because of their costume, because most of them are cosplayers. So I'm just gonna be honest.
They're very close. They're very uncomfortably close. Even if the person is of age, unless they've consented, it's still uncomfortably close.
I mean, he does that with a lot of the guests, the attendees, and I'm going to be honest, I've seen it. You can see any picture with him, it's close as can be.
Yeah, he didn't tell me he was going to hug me. I said I wanted a picture with Vic Mignogna, then he pulled me in and kissed me on the cheek.
I don't know how accurate I can see this, so.
I just wanted a picture with you.
He's just, I don't know if he's actually is meaning that or he's just randomly saying it. Because I couldn't tell.
This is on Twitter where they've said, I wasn't a fan of Vic Mignogna. One of my friends was a fan of Vic Mignogna. He was under the impression that all of us were fans, and even though I didn't want to take a picture with him, he was like,
oh no, I agree. But it's good that he's gonna fix that. I mean, you'd be surprised how many just don't care, and reputation is the biggest thing you have. Now, with everything coming at you, you can't really defend yourself because people are, oh, I don't care. That's the thing I believe that is your biggest thing. It doesn't, like, if you're accused of something, that's my issue. And I'm not saying people are wrong in showing that there's that issue. It's just how people partake it into the situation now. Keep in mind, like I said, Bill Cosby, when his special came out, nobody's been talking about this. And I don't know how accurate those things are with what those women said. But that's my biggest issue. It's just words and what people are going to do. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally do agree with you. Sometimes he won't do it. He'll, I don't know. I've seen, like, different scenarios, so, I mean, it could be depending on the day. Don't get me wrong.
Someone that, when you are in your 40s, taking pictures at these cons, that's kind of what you have to do. Now, some people... I'm
thinking this dude on the right's Jewish.
Oh, but even though she was 14 to 16, she still said yes. Here's the thing. I don't know. There's some people online who've been saying that Vic Mignogna used to be a high school drama teacher. I'm not sure if that's accurate. But let's say that is accurate for a second. I just want to...
I mean,
that's accurate, right?
He basically shows that he was in Broadway performances, which are about a lot of the people. So, at once upon a time, mostly some guests will come in as directors. There was a school that he went to, and he was teaching them about, I forgot what it was, and it was a really good video for an hour and a half. He makes a lot of trips for a lot of fans between in the hospital. There's a video. I mean, he doesn't have to do that. Nothing I saw issue on that video. But, you know, like I said, everyone has their own experience. But in terms of him actually educating people, there is a video, like an hour and a half. He went to a school and taught them about, I think, Broadway or something. I would have to find it.
If he hugged his drama kids after a really good show, I'm not going to sit there and be like,
okay.
How dare you?
Ow!
If he knows these people in a school setting, and maybe they didn't have a good show, maybe they were like, I'm the worst actor ever. Oh my god, no, sweetie, come on, it's okay.
Mostly I see when I used to do drama back in the day. Some people were a little bit touchy just in terms of hugging, but I don't know. I don't know if I could use that as an example, but that's just honestly me. I don't know, like, if I could, like, use that as a good example like he is, but, you know. Yes, right, because a 14-year-old asked, that makes it really okay. That makes... Are you serious? Because this person... I was not going to respond to her right away. I have to think about what I'm going to say, but... I mean... Look, if they're asking, it's a different story. You know, he could say no. He doesn't want to disappoint his fans. I know that. Not every actor wants to do that. See? You know, hey, unless it's Richard Epcar from, I mean, I'm cool with some people if it's not weird, you know? Well. Don't look at me, I'll stab you.
In such a different context than getting a girl who you don't know, who may or may not be a part of his fan club.
We're 12 minutes into this only. It's going to be a fun few hours.
A girl from his fan club.
But this girl said just because they're 14 doesn't make it right. I agree, but if they're asking, that's, I mean, it's like he said, is it really bad if they're asking, he's just doing it because, you know, it's your fans. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. I can't really give an opinion on that. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have a limit for what I do if I was famous. I'm not going to fucking sign your titties and call it a day. I'll sign your hand, yeah. But there are weird fans. There are crazy motherfuckers out there. Yep. It is. But keep in mind, I can at least say for the years they knew this because of the profits. Like Charles Manson, they could have killed him years ago, but you know what it was? It was money. And that mom is an issue too. It's like the whole Kevin Spacey thing. That mom was an issue with that whole thing. You shouldn't bring your kid or give him a legal ID. That was my issue. Oh, and keep in mind, Kevin Spacey made like $1,000,000-some off a movie. So it's like Chris Brown. He just got accused of rape. I'm unsure how accurate or real that is. There are people, because he abused a woman, punched Rihanna. that's the thing. People could have used it, but I haven't really seen anything on that in terms of video because there's so much stuff coming out between Michael Jackson now. There was way too many stuff coming out just for profit and money, just like Stanley. It's all views and money. Oh, plus Polygon just did something on this. I don't like Polygon because their agenda is more of the LGBT community and they're toxic. Polygon has been incredible for years in terms of that scenario, and I don't like Polygon. I don't like BuzzFeed. They are toxic.
Very relevant. It would still be harassment if he didn't ask and he didn't know.
Exactly. And he does ask. I personally fucking heard him in a line that, how old are you, blah, blah, blah. They'll literally ask if they can hug him. I legit asked. He doesn't have to do that. So, I mean, like I said, each their own experiences.
Still, if at least he asked and they were over the age of 18, I don't care what he does to his fans as long as it's consensual.
Okay.
If they're over the age of 18. Some may call him a creep if he's doing some weird stuff with fans, but if it's consensual...
Go look up Adult Swim people like Ricky Simons and all them. I mean, not Ricky Simons, but he's weird, but he's cool. Like, there are a bunch of weird people in Adult Swim you think were weird.
Oh, is this your first con?
Yeah, and that's the thing, of course. Apparently, this was something that people don't understand. During the time about that bar situation with that underage kid, you can call him, his mom gave him an ID. It was a 21-plus bar, I'm assuming, because there was alcohol. This is during the time, maybe years ago, down in their 90s, because they're not going to let you in a bar. I'm sorry. Which point? Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait, but this was, like I said, I love his video, but there's stuff that I see he's saying on his personal experiences that I don't agree with. They went off, this is all unfiltered raw footage they're doing. But, Kevin Spacey, with that whole thing, the mom got him an ID, 21, but he's like 15 at the time. So, if you're at a 21-plus bar, and Kevin Spacey comes up to you and asks that, he's going to assume you're 21. If I shave right now, I'm 16. Facts.
School in this area, they go, yeah, I go to the college over there. If you've confirmed it, I know it might seem creepy to some because they're fans, but I don't consider that a big deal if you confirm their age and it is consensual. The problem with these pictures, before we get to the even heavier allegations, the problem with these pictures is...
Hey, he does do the screenshot on the Discord, and I found them. Somebody crossed out the names, too. I think they did that. I'm going to be honest, because YouTube will demonetize you for any type of name. So they could have just said that instead of saying, oh, they found it. No, there are about 4 pictures I found. Unfiltered.
Many of them, from what people have been saying, and people have confirmed by even if there aren't pictures, they've talked about their picture that they took that were non-consensual. They're non-consensual. Doesn't matter what age. Ow! He pulled them in, maybe even kissed them on the cheek, and it's like, bro, I just...
Look, you'd be surprised how many of these guests actually love the cosplay, so I don't know how accurate if that's because why. Steve Bloom, who apparently was walking in the convention, saw a bunch of My Hero or something. He was filming it, so I mean, come on. There are voice actors who will want to take pictures of you. I don't know how accurate he can be on that. I've seen it. It's... Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. No, and I agree, because of that, that's the thing. And that's, like I said, people are only going to attack that versus the issue in a convention with these people. There's a convention that actually have pedophiles in them who run them. They ain't going to throw them out, because why would they? Now, it's like they said, a stalker burns one car. They were actually trying to burn one car, the person, but it ended up catching fire to 6 other cars. So, I mean, damage control, that happens. But it does suck. And people don't talk about that. That story's only going to be around for less than a week or 2. And that's it. But when it comes to this, it's going to be around forever. That's my biggest issue. Look up Scott Adka. You can find the video on my thing, and I talk about it. I am kind of an asshole about it because of reasons.
There are also some allegations. This is stuff that's heavier. That he...
I do agree with consent. And some of these women who are underage, yeah, they don't know better. They don't know the full intent, but some of them asked to do this. So, I mean, nobody's ever going to bring that up. They don't care about if I'm bringing that up or you bringing that up or anybody else that came into this chat brought it up. They don't care. And that's an issue I have with talking to people who think they're victims but are just complaining to complain. And I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm saying that to be, you have to be fair. Proven until whatever, it's innocent and proven until guilty, whatever, is someone said, oh, that doesn't mean anything. And they told me their story, and I am going to say it. They said because they knew people. I'm like, that doesn't mean it took 18 people, 17 other people with you. And they didn't say they went to jail. They didn't word it how they said it. So what are those 17 other people's real purpose to be there? Are they to help you or attack that person? I don't know. Exactly. But it's still a topic that needs to, be addressed. It's like I said, there's a girl who was mentally challenged, got picked up by a dude, went to a convention, and whatever happened to her. I think she did go home because the people were trying to look for her, I believe, but it's hard to find this article. It was MetroCon or MegaCon. And it was during like the whole same week, and it was ridiculous. It's still not, no. Technically hasn't because the insurance people are actually doing GoFundMes. I do question the one girl for $27,000. If you're going to get a new car with that, it's a different story, insurance, and getting home with that money, because I don't know if you live in LA or traveled somewhere. That's I can question that. Like, okay, you're good.
These allegations where one woman said, I confided to Vic Mignogna about my life at the time. I was over 18, but many people say I looked younger, but I was over 18. I was in college. And when Vic Mignogna and I were in an elevator.
Okay. Look, I laugh at that because it's so fucking cliche.
And fondled me from the backside. If that is true.
Okay, this is why I don't like some of his fucking examples. I mean, he brings examples, but it's like the one dude's like, you're really saying this? I don't know.
Holy shit. Like we can't, we call them allegations because they are allegations.
I don't know. He didn't say it was true, so I mean, he does a lot of examples.
No, yeah, because
There's cameras on elevators these days. Do you realize there are cameras on elevators these days, especially in a college? But that's just me. It must be a shitty college.
But his apology.
And that's the thing. And this is where I come saying, and this is an issue that people that come to cons are just as ill intent than the next, but we don't know the true intentions until it happens. That's the thing. You can't just say, hey, they're doing something wrong because of what they said or did on the internet. That's the thing. Yeah, and you're right. And I hate going to cons now. There are people who threaten to shoot up conventions and all that. Hell, if you remember the Daryl Dixon thing, and what was it? For that convention he did, and he got bit by a dude because he thought it was a fucking zombie. I'm like, what the fuck? There are weird people. Oh no, you are great. I agree with you. But I feel like if we're gonna talk about those issues, talk about every issue. But that's just me, and that's my biggest issue when it comes to do a celebrity, not a person.
And that's an issue.
That's me and you.
Now, there was another one where she said, hey, I took a picture with Vic Mignogna. I don't remember if she said that it was consensual, like, oh, I wanted him to hug me or whatever. I think it was someone who said, yeah, he pulled me in tight.
Okay, he just said it. He doesn't know. Look it up. All on Raw Relative Fritches. Yep. No, I agree with you, but I don't know if he was saying that as an example. I think he did say it. I don't know. I think he said an example. I'm going to go back to that really quick.
Let's say, maybe he asked them, like, oh, is this your first con? He was uncomfortably close.
Hey, wait.
And even though he didn't know her age at the time, still, at the end of the day, you kind of have to sit back and ask someone their age when you are in your 40s.
Okay, I understand
Taking pictures, sweetie, come on, it's okay, right? That is so different, and such a different context than they're over the age.
Try to find it.
Some may call him.
I was thinking something.
If he's doing some weird stuff with fans, but if it's consensual, and they've talked about their picture that they took that were not consensual. They're non-consensual. Doesn't matter what age you are. He pulled them in, maybe even kissed them on the cheek, and it's like, bro, I just like you as Edward Elric. What the fuck? Right.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Not okay. Now, there are also some allegations. This is stuff that's heavier. That he groped two women.
Okay.
These are two women, and there might be
okay, so I would have to find it. I don't know how accurate the story is.
I confided in Vic Mignogna about my life at the time. I was over.
I appreciate it, man.
Many people say I look.
I know if people want to dox me, they can. I don't care what they're gonna do.
And when Vic Mignogna
Come to my house, I'll sit on them.
he put his hand down my skirt and fondled me from the backside. If that is true, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
We call them allegations because they are allegations, but I'm not in any way saying that she's lying.
No,
right?
yeah.
Because, yeah. And it's really rough because we'll get to his apology in a minute or so, but his apology does not address that directly. And that's an issue.
I mean, he does say reasons that are, I think, more of what people are talking about than the actual issues. I mean, mostly are just that. Spooky dog. What kind of spooky dog?
I don't remember if she said that it was consensual, like, oh, I wanted him to hug me or whatever. I think it was someone who said, yeah, he pulled me in tight.
Okay, if you don't know, do not comment. I hate that shit. Don't comment.
My ass. So,
keep in mind, he said he doesn't know. I don't. Next.
What do you, I don't know what to say to that other than your voice has been heard. That's why we're talking about this.
Yeah, but for you to say that, stop it. I'm not gonna as much. Ooh, nice. A full bread or just like a mix?
More people who have been victimized by Vic Mignogna come forward, and hopefully someone else not only has their testimony.
I do want to say this: Austin Tyndall's another voice actor, not as big, but he's pretty well known, semi. But he does a lot of stuff. I think mostly from Tokyo Ghoul. It's one of his popular. And there was a cosplayer who I follow named Brianna something I don't remember. Who said that he did, but that was only one time. She said it. No one else did.
But
Teach their own. Oh, okay. Be nice if it was full bread, but somebody would try to steal that. Big spoopy doggo.
In terms of
it's a big pupper.
Perhaps someone could actually go after him.
Yes.
I don't mean go after him physically. I'm talking about in a court of law.
But keep in mind, 2 other people in the industry did go, as far as I read from someone.
Right. In a court of law. So I hope that
you're right.
That could happen. I hope that
no, it's just because I'm gonna comment on that. This is like a reaction video. So
right now, with what we have, we sadly do not have video.
I contemplate myself. No, you said the wrong word. Condescend. Condescend.
I actually legitimately don't know. I do believe that with the pictures that have been taken, there should be
big
some
pupper.
kind of action taken
How old?
From more cons and potentially even from more companies that employ him. Because if I was a con,
not inviting him as a guest because
I do believe that Sean Schemmel does not like Vic. And I asked him, do you like him? He's like, no, he doesn't. So I was sitting at MomoCon with Carrie Ells, a voice actor, and Vegeta, voice actors to the right, Sean, and Troy Baker, Nolan North. It's an awesome thing I got to do in my life. But I asked him, how was it like working with him? He said he doesn't really like talking about it. So I don't know his whole potential hatred to him. Like I said, every voice actor does not have to like another person. That's human nature.
What the hell, right?
So I don't know the credibility of Sean and what he's doing. And unfortunately, I think Sean got mad at Sabat at some video or game or something they did. I don't know.
One argument I want to refute.
It's the stuff that's coming out that I'm knowing.
The hashtag I stand with Vic, right?
I don't agree with any of it.
Because they say, well, if
I agree that you want to know the full intent of what's going on.
More video evidence. And B, wouldn't he be in jail? And I want to mention something. So Tristan, you can't see this right now, but because you guys might not know, Tristan and I can see Tristan, but Tristan can't see me during these. No, I bring this up for a good reason. I'm going to hold up my phone right now. This is my phone that I had in high school. It's a white T-Mobile flip phone. This phone could take pictures, but this phone is not like the phone that I have right here today.
I mean, you just need a little bit of something of what they wear and what they look like, and you're good. But I do agree with this. I do agree with that. Yeah, mostly all the voice actors are that. Those are all guests. But if you talk to them, what? Oh, the game? Why does it surprise you? Yeah. That's sad. Anthem's best game. Let me shoot a fucking bullet in my head. Big comment every way he comes up. He does. But if you really just talk to him, like, he's actually really chill. I mean, and I would be upset too if someone was saying stuff against me, and he doesn't like talking about it, or he just Travis, hell no, he was so cool, dude. Let me find something for you. I have it right here. But I think everyone's just different in terms of how they are and how people interact with them. Here it is. I get to show this a lot.
I'm in a queue waiting for support right now.
Really? Sad. Oh yeah, this is my Happy Father's Day by Chuck Huber. Signed by Chuck Huber and Fiona Palencia. But this is why I love Travis, and I'm trying to go see Sony straight, but I don't know if I'm gonna go because I have so much going on in my life. But here it is. This is it. I love this print. The funny thing is, I had like a few minutes to get to the convention in Metrocon, and I was able to get them in Nolan North. Nolan North, he was about to leave, and he was so nice to dude. I actually talked to him about 30 minutes, and it was awesome. Like I said, I'm gonna have my different experiences with why I meet certain guests throughout so many times. It's not because I want to get a picture of them. It's that I want to see if these are actually true and how he comes off in person. Because I never really saw anything issued. People can't complain about it. If people notice and he has a whole packed line, are people really going to go to that? No, of course not. It makes sense. That's my issue. If he's having all these allegations and he has about, 40, 50, 60, 100 people in his line because it gets that packed, why is this still packed? Compared to, like, Caitlin Glass or Veronica Taylor, who's Ash. Or Steve Blum. Steve Blum is, in him, we're just next to each other, just messing with each other. Like, keep in mind, at that convention, there was a trans person sitting next to Vic, and he didn't look mad. They were literally walking together at the con together. So, homophobia, I don't know how accurate that is. Oh, wait, yeah, I actually want to see your artwork. I'm actually down to see that. I like seeing everybody's profile. I'm a creeper. I am an instant creeper. I'm just weird when I message people. I say I love a cosplay. I like to know what they're doing next. It may come off as weird, but I'm not gonna say what I'm saying is trying to come off as weird. It can, but I'm just that person that likes everything everyone does.
And you have to be a child if you think different.
If you paint, I'm gonna have to look at that in a few after this. Yeah, but the people don't. Oh, of course, and don't get me wrong. Like, Ichiban is a very small convention in Carolina, California, but he had a very decent line. He literally talks to you about 20, 30 minutes. I don't know, but that's honestly me. That's just me personally seeing what I see. I love this guy's fucking dinosaur pictures and shit.
In which some of these allegations have come out.
Wait, he said he was gonna take a picture, but he said he can't see him. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know if he screwed that up or what.
Are bringing their cameras.
Yeah. Oh no. But he's like, this is what happened. I saw him walking around because he doesn't really walk. Huh? Oh, a second. They don't want you to talk. This is but you said before you can't tell attention. Yeah, that is true. When it came to, like, him walking around the convention, it was just him, and I think some security, because they usually have that. No, it's my roommate. You're good. I was talking about certain topics. When you talk about, like, the issues online, he gets, like, really upset. And, I don't know if it's as a defensive mechanism or because, like I said, people do it for so much you don't really like talking about it in public. And he'll talk to you. He doesn't have saying, get away from me, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't say, get the fuck away. He'll talk to you. I would be pissed too, I'm not going to lie. But, I do believe that when it comes down to it, you're at a convention only. You shouldn't be talking about that. But that's just me. And, like, overall, you can talk about everything else. He's happy until you, like, bring up that. And it's like, ugh. And I brought it up 1,000 times. Every time I go and see him or anybody, or if I just see him walking around. And they are. Keep in mind that these people are there to have fun, meet you, not talk about the bullshit. And I think that's what people do in terms of the whole yaoi thing. A lot of people don't understand that is that he doesn't sign it because he's not in it, which makes sense. I don't care about a character if you don't want to acknowledge he's gay or not. He might not know. Some people don't know and don't care. He said, I mean, it's whatever, right? And that's just me. It's like, because primarily he is Christian. Keep in mind, there was a story just recently about the bakery where two gay couple and then a lesbian couple went in there and did the same thing, and there are 20 different bakeries around that area. And you're telling me you're going to go into this specific bakery because of their beliefs that they don't have to make you cake. You are allowed to deny service. They are allowed to do whatever they want. But apparently religion is the most thing people don't care about compared to other people's, Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what to believe. You can inform me right now. The only thing I've recently saw between an apology and some other videos is that he didn't care or didn't want to acknowledge it, as far as I know. But people don't want to tell you that. They just say, I don't want to talk to you, but I'm asking you. There's nothing wrong with asking, so I get informed and not feel like an idiot. Yeah. But I believe... Yeah. And I agree, but I think they were morally attacking them because of that. And that's just me. I mean, you're allowed to be denied service. I mean, this is why we have the freedom to do what we want and deny. And I'm not going to hate anyone if they're like, if you're Jewish and you don't want to eat pork at my party, okay, I will serve steak or something. but that's just me. I believe that you should respect others' beliefs and all that. Not just hate on them because of what someone did. Regardless, that's where it boils down to. I've seen people get more attacked on religion than any other thing. But when it's the LGBT community, don't get me wrong, there are very toxic people in that community, and majority of it is agenda-wise. If they're doing the same thing, they can do what they want. But I believe people will take it as a race thing. And I'm not saying you're wrong. Hell no. But like that Chipotle thing where that lady almost got fired because they're known dash diners, that's my issue. This is why I don't believe in white privilege. I don't believe in the certain stuff that people are saying because people are doing the opposite to make another look bad. You see what I mean? And that's my issue. If you're going to bring a cause to be what it is, make it known. Don't just hate on somebody because I'm apparently the issue of what society became to thousands of years ago. Don't get me wrong. Which part of what? The whole Chipotle thing or in general? I'm sorry, I go on a rant, you can tell. But I don't believe you should be denied service based on your color, race. But if you're doing something stupid, like bothering someone and you're well known, doing something wrong, I can deny you. Oh, no. They weren't. They said to pay first. And then they fired that lady and gave her job back. And that was the thing I was really upset about. So these people made it because they were, I believe, black. And I saw the video. And it's just stupid. No, and they weren't. No, you're good. They were not denied. She told them to pay first because they knew them. They knew what they were doing. It's like that potato kid or whatever in Baltimore that goes around harassing. In Baltimore, that actually is a crime. What he's doing is a crime, and he admitted that he does it because he doesn't have a family or some stupid shit. But he still continues to do it because it's money. I don't think people understand that. That Plain Potatoes kid, you probably seen him on the internet lately. He was some black kid going around messing with people, and he goes, darkness and shit. This is my hood and shit. I'm like, dude, why am I going to take you seriously? We're only 18 minutes into this fucking video. We have a lot.
As much as he was doing this back then, I would think that he would hopefully potentially be caught in the act of grabbing someone's ass. Much
exactly.
Just by accidentally being caught in someone's film.
But keep in mind, there was a woman who got mad at a kid because her backpack pushed against her ass or whatever. And she flipped out. I'm like, seriously? You look like an idiot because you just got caught. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think they said they would do the write-in, but they wouldn't do the picture. I think they wanted both write-in and picture. He said he will not do the picture, but he will do the write-in. I believe he did say that. And that's not really denying service. You can put your own picture on there. No one has to do that. But that's just me. That's how I see it. Yeah. But it wasn't really. Yeah, there are people who are generally racist and don't want to serve you. And I'm from Georgia, anybody can find me, so I don't even have to announce where I live because people can dox me, and there you go. I don't need to hide myself. I'm not hiding my face because anybody can find me.
Everyone's trying to film stuff to put it on YouTube. So they're like,
okay, wait, I'm gonna replay that. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
YouTube didn't even exist yet.
Yeah, agree. And most people don't want to do it because of that. And there's ignorant people in this world. So
MySpace wasn't around. Facebook didn't exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter didn't exist yet.
Nope.
Tumblr didn't exist yet. I say this only because, look, I'm not saying that you can't and you have to be a child if you think differently than me. I'm not saying that. But we do have to acknowledge that I think that some people who are talking about physical video evidence or picture evidence are thinking of this like as if you're like it's like a YouTube world that we live in now. We live in a YouTube world. People are carrying
the time frame in which some of these allegations have come out.
all right,
people
appreciate it, man.
Are bringing their cameras everywhere to then cut down footage later. If Vic Mignogna was doing this as much as he was doing this back then, I would think that he would hopefully potentially be caught in the act of grabbing someone's ass much easier just by accidentally being caught in someone's film. Now, because now
exactly.
Everyone's trying to film stuff to put it on YouTube. So
that's
like, this is my time at a con, and look how cool I am, and all this. And you would potentially get Vic Mignogna doing something horrific in the background just by accident.
Exactly.
And some people say, well, why has no one in the industry come up before this and talked about this? That one actually does confuse me, and I only bring this up for one.
That I do question.
Alone. It confuses me because, to me, Vic Mignogna does not hold any power. Now, I'm not saying that's a reason why.
Exactly, I agree with this.
But to me, Vic Mignogna is just some guy.
That's why I said Harvey Weinstein, for example.
I'm not saying that I don't.
In general, all that.
And I haven't liked his work, but he's just some dude that, to me, sorry, he's replaceable. I'm not trying to say that he's that he sucks as an actor like that. We're not talking.
I was waiting in cab forever, so I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna play something else.
But it's him as an actor right now.
Flick the meat.
It's just that he is replaceable.
He is. Anybody's replaceable.
He's also replaceable.
But you can't really find a good character nowadays. That's another thing I have an issue about.
Who gets hired and who gets fired. I am actually very confused as to why people have not come out and talked about Vic Mignogna in the voice acting community, if they've seen or if they know about.
Oh, I should have asked you if you wanted to do Skype or something. Well, I do have that, so.
Okay, but I am a little bit confused, I will admit, as to why no one has come forth at any point during this, this 14, 15-year span of these allegations, because it is a little odd. But again, of course, that woman that accused him of groping her in an elevator, there were no other voice actors. It was him and it was her in an elevator. So some of the stuff that happened that, these accusations, for the most part, like if he's, with those one allegation that I should have mentioned earlier, that someone alleged that he had sex with underage fans in a hotel room. Some of them being from his Rissenbull Rangers fan club. If that is true, then who else was in that? Like, it was him, and it was that fan, and not that, and again, it's a thing, too, where she was underage and she couldn't consent, but I am in no way saying that she did not want that to happen, but again, irrelevant because she cannot consent when she's underage.
You can't just say no.
There was no one else in that hotel room. It's not like there was another voice actor.
That's just me.
Who could see
I don't know.
And say, oh, God, this happened.
You have the right to say no.
So it does become a bit of an issue.
I don't.
Where if people are asking, well, why is a voice
the
actor
fuck away
said
from
this?
me,
Why has someone in the
motherfucker!
Company not said this? They were not clearly around because Vic Mignogna, if he has actually done these things, he's not going to do it in front of other. Like,
yeah, it's true.
He's an egotistical asshole. I think that's something.
I think that's what people in general, though.
But he would also be a fucking idiot if he were to do this in front of people.
Yeah.
So usually abusers, and I'm not saying that he is one, but when we look at the way people abuse and the pattern. There we go. The pattern. Usually, it is one person that's targeted, and it is targeted behind the scenes. Right. These pictures, of course, are a very odd outlier, but they do tie into his apology, his quote-unquote apology. And I do want to get to that apology right now because, actually, no, I'm sorry. Before we get to the apology, I want to play a video because the anti-Semitic comments and the homophobic stuff, actually, we didn't delve into that as much as we should have. The anti-Semitic stuff is brought up because he made a reference to he said the word Holocaust. He claimed it was a joke, and he claimed he was not talking about the Holocaust that we know about. That many people reference.
No, it's still here.
The one referring to.
Yeah, I think Livestream just does that in general.
By the Nazis. So according to him, he was like, in his apology, he said he wasn't referring to that Holocaust. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's actually play the video right now.
This is a 6 out of 9 fucking video for rumors. Jesus.
The people that contributed to making this book for me, and I was sharing my heart. And right when we started, I said, "Hi, you guys." I said, "We're in here, having this quiet time, and it sounds like they're having a Holocaust outside."
Okay, I got it's kind of, I'm Jewish and I kind of, I actually found that funny though.
Well, Vic,
I don't know what the context he was saying.
But I don't know if I could,
I don't really know
go along with
the context of the joke, so I'm not gonna assume.
By the way, I will post this video actually in our chat.
I'm assuming it was a reference to all the issues going on because I don't know. Nobody really clarified on it, so.
A little bit more, again, just so that we make sure that no one says we're playing this out of context. Holocaust is a generic word. It's a word.
It's a word, okay.
It's not a specific thing. There is the Holocaust.
Okay. Okay, I get it. I get what he's saying. It's true. I agree with this.
This is not even his actual apology.
I get what he's saying, though.
That he posted online. This is just him in the moment realizing, oh, I just fucked up.
We're human. We're human.
Because if he had just said it was a war zone out there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why in his head he thought, oh,
but it's all improvised of what he's saying, so I'm not gonna say it was ill intent.
You could say he's misspeaking. I don't know if this says directly that he's anti-Semitic.
Exactly.
It does say that he is.
And I'm Jewish, and I don't take offense to this.
You know what? I'll say that much. Maybe he's dumber than I thought.
Nobody's smart.
Why would you not just say war zone?
Right.
It's on top of the head.
Speaking as someone who used to be a debate coach, if I was talking about these kids being very loud, I would say, this is what I would say, man, they were being very loud.
Yeah.
Ooh, right.
I mean, I get it. It was kind of, you shouldn't have said that, but
Yeah. To use hyperbole, sure.
But if he's only done this once and fixed it, it'd be a different story. I'll be okay with it.
About the one that you're thinking of. Now that means that other people who've been through other Holocausts have to be like, great, so now we're dragged into this.
Well, which one were you referring to?
No, I was referring to the general word.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, people aren't gonna know unless they ask. So I mean, I don't know, dude. People will take anything out of context. You can say fish, and you'll be calling them a fish or something.
Only reporting on what has been said. So what has been said was Vic Mignogna. One side says, and I hate to do the one side bullshit, but again, there are people that are coming out trying to, be one side this, one side I stand with Vic. So people like us who want to talk about this kickback hashtag and share this out there, they're saying, hey, Vic Mignogna has refused to sign Yowie artwork before when it's been given to him. Because, Vic Mignogna convention. So Vic Mignogna refused to sign this stuff. Also, they've said that...
Why would he want to sign it? It makes no fucking sense.
It's been nice to some people who are in the LGBTQ plus community who have come up to him at cons. And also, people have said as well that he denied... He's actually said, hey, any character that I have voiced was not gay.
I mean, if he doesn't know the background of the whole story, he's not going to know that.
Why is that the hill you want to die on, dude? Like, why is that...
That's just me.
Whether or not they're gay, what is that?
But I do question that is a little bit of an issue, but I think people just make him... I don't know. I mean, if you want to deny something, that's a different story. That's a different fucking thing. It's not like, oh, I'm homophobic. I don't really believe that.
Like a live action role.
Because I think people bring it up so much. Yeah, he's going to talk about it. Don't talk about it so much, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Clamp show, they're not gay. Despite the fact that Clamp, some official artwork, or some official stuff was saying that, hey, this character might be gay. And Vic Mignogna was like, no, actually, I talked to Clamp directly. He's not gay. Again, dude, just like, it's funny. If he's not homophobic, again, you're dumb. Like, and it's when he says that I'm like, you know what? Maybe he is homophobic because personally,
he probably did.
say
Not
that he's
denying that.
homophobic if he wants
People
to
change
say,
though and accept.
I don't want to sign anything that is explicitly explicit. Anything that's explicit, not even just.
And some people took that as a sign of, oh, homophobia. You'd be surprised. People will do that. If you're not in it, I'm not going to sign it. I'm sorry if I'm in a small role or nothing role and you want me to sign it, and it's something totally opposite. No.
Like naked, and he was like, I don't want to draw. I don't want to
sign that because it's explicit.
I think that's okay.
And that's more the Christian belief.
If Ed and Roy were having a good time, I would understand if he was just like, I don't want to sign that. However, and I have to say this,
the dumbest.
Maybe one day we'll be signing stuff, right? Maybe. If it isn't explicit and it's just like Ed and Roy cuddling and it's cutesy, sign the fucking picture. Come on, man. I know that I still believe that he has the right to refuse. And
Keep in mind, Jericho from WWE, when he's on tour, doesn't sign anything wrestling related. So there are people who will deny signing certain things.
Bakers in the area, but like he's an entertainer who's signing stuff. It's not like it's something that is required.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a food. It's not like it's a utility. It's not like it's a place to live. Something where you're like, yeah, that needs to be provided to everyone, regardless of who you are. And yes, you could say that the cake is a service or something. But again, when it comes to this specific situation, it's like this is just signing something at an event. You could say that Vic Mignogna was an asshole for not signing that. But again, I just think that if it's explicit, it shouldn't matter, right? That's something that does matter, in my opinion. So, yeah, let's get to his actual apology. And while we get to the apology, I also want to mention, because I mentioned who started this, but I didn't actually mention who started the hashtag in particular. That was actually Mars Girl. She's a YouTuber. She's been in the anime video game.
Of course it'd be a girl to start this.
She's actually, I don't know her personally, so I can't say if she's, I just don't know the person. I've never met her in real life. She seems like a nice person. I've been following her content for about like a year or two now. She seems like she just always wants to do the right thing. And I think that's something that I...
Keep in mind that Gillette commercial was made by a feminist, so know that.
She's not going to share this just to spite Vic Mignogna because there's no point, right? It's about these people who have accused him of these things actually having their voices heard, and she even mentioned that she had a friend who she cannot, say who this is. They want to remain anonymous. It's also something we can acknowledge as well. Just because someone's story
I can't do nothing about it.
false doesn't mean that we have to bring them out.
Where's it at?
Into the light, that's their choice.
If it's on there, I can't do anything. It's all closed in.
A friend of hers has actually been harassed by Vic Mignogna, personally. So that is another case where
the front.
We have to sit here and say
I have to build something over it.
The type of harassment, if it was pulling in or if it was an ass grab or something worse than that.
Yeah, I said that a while back too.
I talk about that only from a how long you be put in jail point of view. Anyway, so let's read his apology. That half of it, not half of it, a portion of it is good. And a fair amount of it is really...
I mean, you can only put so much on a paper. I'm not going to write a whole fucking paragraph for like 5 pages to upload, and then I got to go on my day. If I can make it where it's best enough, there you go.
Over the last few days, a number of comments and allegations have been voiced on social media. I'd like to share my...
And you're allowed to.
We are also going to break this down, by the way, as we're reading it. So far, not bad. It's 2 sentences. How much can he fuck it up already? But don't worry. Where there's a will, there's a Vic Mignogna.
That's like the dumbest thing he said, where there was a Vic Mignogna. That's like the dumbest fucking thing this guy just said.
No. Some of my dearest friends are members of the LGBTQ community.
And yeah, they were on the Star Trek Continues. I'm not sure who, but
which
yeah.
was the Star Trek fan production that he worked
on. It's really good.
This is blatantly false. This is a blatantly false statement. I said many years ago that I didn't think a particular character I voiced was gay, contrary to what some fans believe. Not because it matters to me at all, but because I was told this was the case. I also elected not to autograph, not because I am homophobic, but because I didn't wish to sign material that was not canon. Now, we've already reached a point where we're like, Vic Mignogna, you've already fucked up. How so early, right? Well, it's 2 things. He said, some of my dearest friends are members of the LGBTQ community. Now, here's the thing, right? In certain contexts, I actually don't think that's a bad thing to say. Where someone said, "Hey, you don't even have any friends in the community," and you go, "Excuse me, I have a lot of friends in the community."
Most like voice actors, yeah. Greg
Greg
Ayers he worked on with, J. Michael Tatum, many other people probably that I don't know who's gay.
friends with these people, which means that I can't be racist or homophobic or
I mean, you can, but you can be nice to people.
It's like, what? Everyone has a mom. It doesn't mean that if you have a mom that you haven't raped. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
what?
But that's the type of logic.
I don't get that.
It's like, oh well, I have friends in the LGBTQ plus community, so that means that I can't be homophobic.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, first of all, do you have friends that you work with? Because I gotta be real.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to walk up to your friends in the LGBTQ plus, your friends, quote unquote, coworkers in the LGBTQ plus community and like shake their hand and be like, "You're gonna burn in hell. I hope that we work together soon." Like, yeah, you're not gonna do that. So now some people are saying, "Oh, it's just because he's Catholic or he's Christian." I don't think that
usually is. Yes. Majority of people took that out of context to say that, and that's probably about 50-60% of it. Now, more often.
Oh, he's Catholic, and people are saying, "Oh, well, that's why they're saying this about him." No, they're saying this about him because he seemingly went kind of far with the "no, this character's not gay, I swear." It's like, dude, just, why does it even matter?
And I do agree that. Why do you care? But I get it. We're all human, but that doesn't mean I can say you're homophobic. You know what? If you want to deny it, cool. There's everyone denies them.
I don't really know, and then move on, right?
If you don't look, when you do a character, and you're doing specific roles or lines, and that character compared to maybe the Japanese or the Chinese version, you're not gonna know because everything's different. I don't think people. I can say that, but I'm not too sure.
Not autographing Yao. He said, if I believe that, then I must believe that Vic Mignogna is so fucking amazing that he just looks at a piece of artwork and he goes, canon.
Look, if it's canon by what you're doing, I understand that. I mean, anything you do and work on, yeah, he'll sign, but he's allowed to not sign what he wants if he doesn't want to. Or if it's Yowie and he's not part of it, why do you care? What he signs or doesn't?
Dude, you and I, Tristan, have been fans of anime/manga since we were in single digits, since we were 5 years old, which means that 21 years we've been fans. And guess what? You can throw me off if you show me a...
I can't read everyone's stuff because Twitter has been acting up. Most of the stuff that I want to react or comment, it's not letting me pull up. I hate Twitter so much. I hate Twitter. You can't comment on half the shit I want to because it censors you like a fucker.
You can't tell what's canon and not canon if you're just that good. So it is
Yeah, I would get that. But you can tell it's not part of the series because you character it. Fate was a hentai, and he's in it at one time, once upon a time. I don't think he cares, so I can at least give that as an example. I mean, if you knew that, I wouldn't know the difference. It's a job.
And Vic Mignogna signed it. The signature is on it.
Right.
You were saying this to me,
I'm gonna go back there.
Because he seemingly went kind of far with the, no, this character's not gay, I swear. It's like, dude, just, why does it even matter? Just don't bring it up. Even if you're questioning about it, just go, hey, I don't really know, man. I don't really know.
Oh, my eye.
And then move on, right? The second thing is him talking about not autographing Yowie. He said, not because I'm homophobic, because they didn't want to sign stuff that's not canon.
Makes sense.
So, like, if I believe that, then I must believe that Vic Mignogna is so fucking amazing that he just looks at a piece of artwork and he goes, canon. Whoa!
Usually they don't know what they're working on. Or they don't. Some of the voice actors don't even know what they're working on. That's been real. If you want to come and ask questions, I am okay.
Which means that 21 years we've been fans. And guess what? You can throw me off if you show me the manga that was drawn by that guy who did the Yamcha reincarnated story, and you can make me think that that was Toriyama.
Right.
We've been watching anime, specifically Dragon Ball Z even, and been reading manga for so long but we can't tell what's canon and not canon if you're just that good.
GT is the only non-canon series, so as far as I know.
Say, well, I don't sign things that are not canon.
That's totally out of context, in my opinion.
Said, I have a friend.
Okay, what I believe of not canon, I believe that something that he's not worked on or part of. That's a different story. I mean, Tim Cannon could mean the same thing. We all have our own definitions of what canon can mean.
Who is he, to be fair? The person who drew their OC next to Edward Elric. And he and Vic Mignogna signed it.
OC? I don't know what OC means. See, these are new terms, so. Alright, I'm gonna have an. Let me see what this means. I don't know what the hell that means, so. Yeah, fucking Twitter, dude. It's fucking on my shit. Damn, not to accept this? Fuck! Oh, it's killing me, dude. Original character, okay. I mean, but they're not specifying what was even the character I'm gonna look like. Who cares? I mean, if it's something that isn't an issue signing, people make it an issue? I don't fucking know. I knew what OC means. I had to make sure it was original character or not, but I don't know.
The signature is on it.
Right.
You were saying this to me off podcast, Tristan. You weren't saying that, it's right that he refused to sign it. You were saying that he should just come clean.
They didn't specify what the OC character looked like.
Right. Just come out and say it.
Yes. Even if some people would say, oh, but you're homophobic, just say, look, I don't sign X material.
And he's done that.
Right.
Yeah.
A general law, rule, principle, or criterion by which people suggested.
Yes.
Okay. A collection or list of a sacred book said it is genuine.
Yes. And,
Canon, fiction. Fiction canon is part of the story. I mean, look, it is often contrasted with or used as basis for works or fanfiction. So technically, he doesn't have to sign anything that he's ever worked on.
Because we're imagining a young fan giving him the raunchiest shit in the world and going, oh God, why is it going in there? Like, we're just assuming that a fan gave him some raunchy stuff. For all we know, it could have been this cutesy little, tiny, chibi versions of, Ed and Mike.
We don't know that.
Right. It doesn't, yeah.
We don't know.
Raunchy is more sexualized.
So, you could say that's bias on our end.
Okay, if you haven't seen the picture, why does it even come up? See, this is where I have an issue with. I like this guy's point, but if you can't give me that and provide that truth, then I'm sorry. You can't just give examples without showing me and you're bringing it up. It doesn't work like that.
For the homophobic stuff, no.
That's how I laugh at this shit.
We want to bring up all different ways to look at this. Now, we're still continuing because his apology still continues. Anti-Semitic, I couldn't even grasp where this was coming from until someone pointed out to me a moment years ago when I was in a panel and referred to a bunch of noise coming.
Okay, I agree that was a little bit weird.
A Holocaust. As I said then, it was a metaphor for Armageddon. Just say Armageddon then.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Holocaust, a destruction or slaughter or mass on a scale caused by fire and nuclear war. And technically that could mean there's a bunch of screaming going outside. And I mean, I kind of would get the joke, but he could have said war zone. But you would be screaming the fuck out of that, but he shouldn't have used Holocaust. But, I mean, I haven't seen any other video with him using it, so I will agree.
But not the Holocaust. Could I have chosen a different word? Sure.
Okay, he acknowledged that.
I could have. And of course, I'm sorry I'm sorry that it offended anyone. Now, some people would say that's a bad apology.
Not really.
He's not saying, I'm sorry I said it. He's saying, I'm sorry that it offended you. Frankly, here's the thing. I think that the phrase, I'm sorry that I offended you, should...
I don't know if he mistyped that. Like I said, I'm sorry that it offended you. I mean, he could have said if it offended you, but I don't know if he's writing this at a certain pace of what he's doing, so we don't know what he's doing at the time. So I can go on many things.
Apologizing to a friend. Because if I'm apologizing to Tristan over something, which I made...
And he's like, I mean, it's not really terrible. I mean, what?
I say, I'm sorry if I offended because I know you, I can tell that I truly care if I'm making you upset or hurt over something. The problem is that when you're making a blanket statement about people who may be offended, it comes off as sounding like...
I don't blame you shit. Fuck that game.
Oh, I'm sorry you got offended, Snowflake. Versus saying, I actually, truly, from the bottom of my heart, did not mean to offend you. Also, something that we should acknowledge, and this is something...
I don't know how he took the picture of this apology, so... I don't know.
So he did not mean to offend anybody, but he did, so he should apologize, not even just for offending, but for...
I don't know. He probably miscorrected and didn't look what he was writing. Like I said, I don't know what he's doing in the moment. I'm not going to justify
Like
it.
in a way he does try to, maybe still not using the right word.
Yeah, it happens. We're all going to interpret shit the wrong way. I like the bottom guy because he's being okay about it.
Convention staff member who ever felt I was saying anything less than kind and grateful to be included in their event. Unknown to most staffers, contractual arrangements made in advance with cons were occasionally not honored when I arrived, and made me frustrated.
I did ask Mike of SuperCon that there was a convention that he was supposed to be at, but he canceled. Apparently, when you ask certain guests, you had to have a contract with them. What are they doing? What are they doing? Sign in, etc. Some guests, some convention people who have the money will pay up front to let them sign autographs, say bitch for free. That's already proven. So, mostly that could be deeper context with that. If you don't honor what you do, why am I gonna like? And you promise that. You should accommodate the convention and the guests itself. It goes to both ways. It's crossroads. There are people who do a thing on a Sunday and wrestling and other stuff at conventions. Hell, the voice for Ty, I believe it's Ty from Digimon. He was original. Not Colleen. I have to find the guy's name, but just look up. I think it was Ty. Yeah, Ty's voice actor from Digimon originally. He does some hypno thing, and he said he'll come to cons, but he does want to do his hypno thing. See, he even says, oh, I don't want to do as much work anymore, I want to focus on this, and that's cool, I don't mind that. If you want to do something that you want to do instead of what the con goes does, why is that an issue? A lot of guests do this. You may not like it, but guess what? I might want to go to it.
But I have to say, that paragraph right there, that's a good apology.
Right.
It is. It's a good apology.
Yeah.
It should have been rude to them in the first place because
people are just like that.
He's a dick. But I think yeah, it's not okay. But
I mean, in a high.
But keep in mind, we don't know the status of what's going on that day. They're having a bad day, so.
High stress situation, like having things be set up at a con. Yeah, everyone's human. Sometimes you snap at somebody.
I agree. Hell, go see Iron Sheik.
That wasn't directed at you.
Exactly.
You didn't deserve that.
Yeah. The biggest. Yes, and the biggest issue is he's never said that to anyone directly. Right. Because I think more people would come out of the woodwork if he had said to them, hey,
I agree with this.
I'm sorry. He'd be like, Vic Mignogna's a dick, but he'll apologize. But no one has come out from what I've seen that have said Vic Mignogna apologized to me directly when he did something like that to me. So essentially, he's treating them like they're retail workers.
We don't really honestly know what happened during that time. I'm not justifying. There's people that I know that run a con, so it's like I don't know the justification what's going on with them or somebody pissed them off that day. I don't know.
Ma'am, go fuck yourself. But they can't because they would be fired. The same case with these con staffers. They would be fired if they came out and said to Vic Mignogna, do you know something, Vic Mignogna? Your shit also stinks. I haven't smelled it personally, but I'm pretty sure that your shit also stinks. But they can't say that to him because they would be like, no. And that becomes the issue. If he has these moments where he does lash out, if he comes back and he goes, hey man, I'm sorry about that. Are you gonna have,
he probably does apologize, but no one's gonna go against that and say that he does because they rather see him fall, but I don't know the full intentions of people. There are bad intentions of people more than good these days, especially when it's this type of shit.
But again, like you said, Tristan, it's true. People make mistakes, and when it comes to this specific mistake,
right,
I think it's something you can amend easily by both apologizing in the moment, maybe doing a little something extra to make people understand, hey, no, I I really was sorry that I did that. And also, another thing, too, that we have to acknowledge is, when it comes to the convention stuff in particular, it took this long for him to bring it up. Much of this stuff,
it's not like he doesn't. It gets tiring to a point.
This is something that should have been brought up.
He has brought it up quite a few times in posts on Twitter, as far as I remember. You get to a point where it's annoying.
Yeah, no, not like further the argument, but I mean, like, in the future, like, try not to snap at people.
I agree with this. Plus, the man's always working on it something, so I mean, it doesn't justify it, but I know.
Sincerely apologize to anyone who ever felt my interaction with them, parentheses, a hug or kiss on the cheek or forehead, close parentheses, was crossing a line. Never in a million years would it be my intent to make anyone feel uncomfortable.
I do love the Unlocked Live.
Rather, it was meant to show gratitude or support. I come from an affectionately expressive family.
He's Italian, so.
Such displays are commonplace. But I understand that not everyone feels the same way.
He's Italian.
Hence, I will not be interacting in the same way with fans.
I understand that.
Understand this is the climate we live in. Mwah, there it is. And this is how it has to be. To my fans who ask me for hugs, etc., I am sorry. But please know that I am no less grateful to or supportive of you. So here's the thing. If, again, that's a reason.
He's Italian.
Big Manana, why would you do this? Honestly, it seems commonplace. If he mentioned, like, you know, I have a daughter, and I think of you all as, like, my children, I don't think of you in that perverse way. That's why I bring...
Everyone comes off differently, I get it.
Said something like that, but you didn't bring up a daughter, you didn't bring up anything else other than this is how my family is. I don't think that's the worst. But I mean... But here's the problem.
He's Italian. No one's going to bring that up.
Yes.
The point is, they are not your family, so...
Exactly.
And I think that's where it comes to where I like that, because, you know, he acknowledges that. I don't know. But, like I said, you can meet somebody Italian and they'll kind of do it. They'll ask sometimes. But in terms of that, yeah. If you're in that type of family, yeah.
Again, you don't, like you said, Tristan, you don't know these people.
They do the kiss chick thing in Italy sometimes.
What got me to be like, is, this is the climate we live in. As if people haven't been saying this for years. It's this jab at me too that's just like, even if I believe that you have never harmed anyone intentionally, i.e. you groped them, anything like that. Let's say you haven't done that. So you didn't grab, let's pretend that you didn't grab...
Don't pretend. I'm just kidding.
And that you haven't done things like that. It's just...
I mean, he has to bring it up.
Which I'm not saying that isn't a problem.
I mean, he brought up a lot of stuff compared to what...
But what I'm trying to get at is, even if I believe that this is him being like, well, gosh, golly, gee, darn, I did not mean to make you feel uncomfortable. Even if I believe that 100%, and I'm a hashtag I stand with Vicar, right? I'm one of those people. Here's the thing. Saying in this climate we live in just makes it...
It is true, though.
Me too, right? People...
Not really. I don't really believe that. It's an example that people bring up. It's been happening for a while, but people just do it now for a bandwagon. I do believe that it is an issue. There are people that will go against you because you're a guy. It don't matter your race, color, etc. Unless you're LGBT and all that.
He is about to do. Hey, I didn't touch women inappropriately. Which, again, is kind of what you did because those pictures exist. But like inappropriately as in he's referring to the groping or other allegations. It just said that. Some would say... Oh,
I mean, I'd rather talk about it all.
If he didn't, then why would he say that he did? Right? Like, he's going to refute it if he did not do it or says he's... You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to, if he didn't do it, let's say, be like, I did do it. So, of course, him refuting it is not necessarily an issue, if you will. It's him bringing up the climate we live in that I'm like, honestly...
But I do agree with that. People have lost jobs for that reason, and even when proven innocent, they still lost their jobs.
Dude, like, again, even
I can find you a lot.
And someone who has sexually assaulted people, like we've been saying over and over, and why we're talking about this portion being a confirmed fact, you sound like a dick.
I mean, people.
Let's move forward. Finally, any allegations of sexual harassment, sexual assault. But before I actually have to cut this off, again, sexual harassment, arguably the harassment would be the non-consensual pulling people into pictures like that. So I don't think he should have put that in there. Some people are saying it's a legal thing, like he legally had to put that in there. But again, technically he acknowledged earlier if you gave him a hug or kiss on the cheek or forehead, that's technically sexual harassment. So I don't really see where he's coming from there. But let me start again. Finally, any allegations of sexual harassment, sexual assault, or most disturbingly, pedophilia are, and then he says in all caps, completely and utterly false. And then he continues on, normally, my heart weeps for anyone who endures a violation of this kind. So to be accused of harming others in this way, ... I have no words. Well, motherfucker, you've had words for most of this apology, but alright. Like, it's weird to say you have no words when you've written paragraphs on the issue.
This is easier.
Sincerely, Vic Mignon. Okay. So, here's the thing, right? What do I think of this? What does Tristan think of this? For most of the stuff that I've said, I feel like unless Tristan has chimed in, he's pretty much agreed with me on it. Sadly, that's the issue with when we know each other for so long. Usually, like, we agree so often that we just, like, why would you just be sitting there like Tristan and be like, I concur, right? So most of the stuff, unless you chimed in, you agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to point that out too.
Anything that I thought differently on, I have chimed in as long throughout the apology.
Yes, exactly. I only bring this up because there might be some people listening in for the first time. So, here's the thing, right? Even if we say, oh, I don't think Vic Mignogna is a pedophile, right? Because again, that is a hefty charge, and some of these pictures, people are saying, oh, but don't these pictures mean that he's a pedophile?
Not really.
Honestly, I don't know. And that sounds terrible to say, but here's the reason why I say it, right? With these pictures, we know one thing. We know one thing. And with everything Vic Mignogna has done and he's apologizing for, we also know another thing. And I think sometimes they might just be one and the same, more so than we want to admit. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. I think Vic Mignogna is just an egotistical asshole who thinks, why wouldn't people want a picture with me? And just
I mean, we're all like that. We want to be the center of someone's universe. I get it.
Guys is that, and there are some pictures though of him pulling in guys close as well. So I honestly don't know what to say in that regard. What I do know is these pictures do exist, and he should face some kind of ramifications for the pictures.
Of course.
I don't know if it is jail time, but I do, or
I really doubt
again,
that.
like we have to have people coming together, we have to have courts coming together. Also, him traveling, that means they have to get other states involved. So I really don't know how that would work. I have to be completely honest with you. But what I do know is, like we said earlier, Tristan, and I think you agree with me here, he should be banned from cons for a while. What business person would want to bring this dude into your convention, even if you're a associate?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Say it again. Oh.
You're a sociopath who just likes to make
Sad.
money. You're running a con, and you're like, who gives a fuck about my employees, right? Terrible, but they exist. They're at the head of our corporations.
Yep.
I say our as if we have corporations. The corporations in the U.S. and abroad, they exist. There are people who are sociopaths that are CEOs. It's just the fact of the matter. But even if you don't care about your employees, why the fuck would you want someone like Vic Mignogna to be inappropriate to fans of yours or to have that Vic Mignogna air at your con? Why would you not ban him from your con? Because you want people to not only come to that con in general, but to come back. Even if Vic Mignogna has a huge enough fan base, again, I don't really get why, but has a huge enough fan base that you're like, I can make a lot of money off this. Again, if you're a sociopath who's like, I want to make money, I don't care. But you're also a fucking idiot. Like, even if you are devoid of human emotion, you are a fucking idiot, in my opinion. If you want to, knowingly after all this, be like, yeah, let's let Vic come to the con. What's the worst that can happen? Abusing underage girls, that's actually the worst that could happen.
Welcome to gaming.
Alleged things are true. Like, even if you want to say the alleged things are not true, the pictures are fact. Like, we can't deny the fact that those are pictures. Someone, by the way, who was in a hashtag I stand with Vickers said, pictures could be doctored. At that point, I don't know what to say to you. If you're saying that
I mean, every picture he's close with somebody, and I posted a few of mine. I don't know what other pictures.
I mean, the only thing I would have to say to that is that, look,
it is. I am going to skip some of this because they're going to talk about this for the next 40 minutes.
For the good in people, and then he sees something like this, and
Because they're just going on their own rant.
Due to the fact that if he did, then I would actually contribute.
Okay, skip a little bit.
It's not just Vic Mignogna attached to it in that case. If he does
I've been
something in 2019 at a con, it's Vic Mignogna promoting Broly Dragon Ball Super Broly. You know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm going to
Exactly.
now, some of you guys have been seeing me put up the pictures. Let me read them out to you guys as we're talking about this. So, the first one is...
Somebody cropped this photo. I have the original photo.
Because I have the pictures open over here. Okay, so the first picture is, and this is him posting on the Rissamul forums. He says, "People who know me know how absurd these claims are. I hope all these people will who know better will speak up for right and let the conventions know that this."
I thought I'm gonna put an eggplant emoji in the Discord, like, oh yeah.
Majority. Please do anything you can to counter this stuff with positivity and your experiences.
Okay.
Let everyone you know
Everyone said he's attacking and forcing them to do stuff. No, people just do that.
Baseless garbage. Do not speak for the majority. That's all I ask.
Okay.
I know that I love and appreciate all of you so much. God bless you guys. I will hope to see you all this year sometime, somewhere. So Vic Mignogna said that out loud.
I mean, sometimes somewhere could be out in public.
All of these people are detractors. Not the nice way he was talking about this.
I don't really see an issue.
Tristan.
It's not. I don't get it.
In his apology, even though there were some issues, he was talking about this like, oh, I'm so sorry if you've been upset by the things that I may have done to you. And then privately to his fan club, he's just like, I hope you go after these people.
Well, he doesn't say that.
Yeah. Don't use your fans to...
I don't understand the do not speak part. I mean, the do not speak for majority. See, look, somebody cropped this off.
I mean, my God, dude.
Why you don't have to do that. I feel like they did that. Huh?
Yourself, dude. Like, you're
it is.
9 years old. This is new, by the way. He didn't post this like years ago. This is brand new in his fan club. The next thing he said, let's see, the next thing is, so he said, "Hi April, what's your question?" And someone named April, I guess, said...
I believe some people are like that.
Because they blurred out the other names, but they didn't blur out April. So she says...
So, they shouldn't have done that.
Why do some people...
Somebody did that.
...who love your work like crap? My question regarding to this topic.
I have the pictures on my phone.
This person said, because they are...
Discord thing.
Said, because they are sad and lonely. They don't like to see others having fun or enjoying themselves. And feel some sick need to trash anyone who...
I do agree that people do this. People do that.
I'm thinking he's referring to the fact that of the yaoi.
No, I'm saying that's a general thing.
Then, dude, come on.
They don't like see others having fun.
You're 59 years old, you're talking to your fans.
That's why I have an issue upon some of the things he's saying. He's not thinking about it first. He's just saying it. I get it's raw on footage.
Yeah, yeah. And I think of it as like...
I want to read some...
So, Davo! And if people don't like his work, that's fine. You don't have to like everyone's fucking work.
Going on with this next one, he says, let's see here. Okay, I want to make sure I can make this larger. Let's see here.
So,
he says, some of the very things you guys love about me.
I mean, he's hugged me too. It's like, I mean, it's... I don't know. I mean, I've said my reasons.
Go figure. He said, go figure.
I mean, go figures is term like, of course they always say it because it's been happening for 15 years, 2 decades coming up.
So it appears that I'm going to need to revise the way I interact with fans.
Which is no issue.
And then the last thing he said, which by the way I would guess it does acknowledge, him saying like, you know what, I do know that these things have been said before.
He's said that 100,000 times.
His last one. Although I'd like to say that I'm sorry that I'm just kind of dragging.
None of these outrageous stories.
I thought I had this one queued up, and sadly I did not. He says, and I'll also again link these in the chat as we're wrapping this up. He says, this is the last thing he said. These rumors and gossip have been flown around for many, many years. None of these outrageous stories are true, and there is not one...
I mean, if you're having a bad time, you're trying to comfort someone, I'd understand.
I have been very open and warm and welcoming to fans for many years, and that includes hugging them, taking pictures, and occasionally giving them a kiss on the cheek or forehead. But all of the outrageous stories that keep getting passed around...
What? Best demo ever!
And said, additionally, I am not homophobic, not anti-Semitic, not a predator of any sort, and there is not 1 ounce of substance to the contrary.
I'd be pissed at a point for years. I get it.
Huh. That's the issue, right? Like
That's why I don't buy that gay shit net.
Benefit of the doubt and not, you want to say maybe at most he's an asshole.
Yeah.
But, and to be fair, this does prove that he's an asshole. But
You're allowed to be if you're pissed the fuck off. Okay.
Getting your fan base to rally behind you.
Yeah.
And here, because he could have just posted, because on the Reasonable Rangers Facebook page, all they did was post that picture. So he could have just posted that picture and said, "I'm sorry, I cannot make any more comments. I love you guys."
I don't really follow their page, so.
He went out of his way to say
Once upon a time, yeah.
People that are claiming that he's done anything wrong are attention seeking.
Yeah, fucking I.
Do you really think you're that? Like, you're so much the hype that it's just people attacking you because of
Huh?
And it's just the fact that, like, 'cause
I don't play that stuff. So, I mean, I wasn't really too hyped.
again, I'm not trying to downplay it, but arguably that is the sexual harassment that is going around.
Well, some people will buy it, which is sad.
Yeah, that picture, even though I don't have one like that, that's basically what happened to me, too. It's just that, again, like, something else, and again, like I mentioned later, we're gonna officially wrap this up. I know it's been very long, sorry guys. Before we do, I just want to bring out the phone again. It's not easy to take pictures of this phone and put them on other places.
You can always record and stuff. Somehow, I don't.
So there are people, because again, people are trying to say, well, if you don't have the pictures, then that's not proof, so show me the pictures. This phone.
I never said it had to be just pictures. Just some type of other something. It's 2019. We're coming in the phones and shit. Show me something. Somebody will be enough to stalk the guy. So I mean, to prove a point, then I don't know. There's people like that. Hell, if a person can stalk someone and burn 7 cars, but trying to burn one, then yeah, people can do what they want to.
These are allegations, but we wanted to bring this up and wanted to talk about this a lot later than I thought we would.
You do.
I want to talk about this because this is not something that just stands by, and hopefully it does face some kind of ramifications. Some kind of ramifications for what he's done, and hopefully
don't ask me.
Come forward
It's easy. They want their numbers.
Come forward with their stories, and also hopefully if they do have some, come forward with more pictures, more video, and other witnesses as well.
Yeah, you're allowed to speak upon it, but just saying, "Oh, he needs to." How can you do something to someone if you can't?
Clearly see in front of us, he can actually pay in some way or another, not physically. I don't want him to get harassed online, to get bombarded.
And people do that. People stalk this guy's house apparently, so I don't think anyone's gonna fucking give out their address if they know they become big.
One of two, if not, actually one of 3 things, if not all 3 things happen. He, A, is banned from cons or more cons and
which is happening.
For a longer period of time.
He's still gonna have work at the end of the day.
To this one, maybe a little bit more than that, because again, he's acknowledged that some of the stuff did happen.
Yeah.
2,
I don't really see how. I mean, he's just talking on it, but everyone speaks it differently.
Even if it's not forever, because again, I know some people will be like, well, why not forever? And I get it, but at least for a few years.
Because we don't know what's going on.
That they will not accept his behavior when he's acknowledging that he has kissed these people on the cheek and then calling them attention seekers.
Some people do that.
3,
I have attention seek that I don't get a food. I mean, I'm just laughing at the food part. I'm hungry.
It's not out of that realm. That some of these people who have accused him of groping,
Would it surprise me? No, but like I said.
Even though they consented at the time, they allegedly consented at the time to him having sex with them. If they were
yeah, that's a little extreme.
They also come forward.
That's a little extreme.
Limitations are not past that.
I don't think.
Could actually face some type of legal ramifications for this.
I'm sorry. I know a lot of people aren't saying, "Oh, he sex with me." I haven't heard anything on that.
Topic. I know it's a rough thing to start off with. We're going to talk about something nice next. To just breathe. But
I like this guy. I like his stuff. I may not agree on all of it because, yeah, but yeah.
Us being seen and us being, heard personally. It's about his accounts.
Have fun.
Because I don't want this to just be swept under the rug again.
No. See, I even gave my link for live and no one came.
Oh, this is coming up because of Broly or the Me Too movement.
Mostly the Broly move because he's getting bigger every year. I don't know. I'm not sure. Usually, that could be anything.
And it's actually something that happens happens a lot across the board, and it's something that I really hope doesn't happen here. When a movement comes up like the Me Too movement, what some people
Well, I mean,
say is,
are they always on the weekend?
and the women and the men, by the way, who also are abused in that movement.
Yeah.
Right.
Saturday.
What they say is, well, thank goodness
I don't have money yet.
Now let's move on. No. This isn't cured. This isn't
Right.
fixed.
It's not something you just get up and move on from. It's something that needs
So it won't be until Monday.
further
Addressed when things occur. So
Right.
just because the Me Too movement happened in the Hollywood industry doesn't mean that there still aren't women who are working as servers. You know, people call them waitresses and servers who aren't getting slapped on
No.
the ass. And then have to be told,
People are
"Oh,
just
what are you gonna
nasty.
do about it?" Right? We're having managers
That's all it is.
sexually harassing them, and they're doing certain laws in certain states.
And most of them won't do anything because they don't want to lose their job.
So
That's
a manager could
they
harass
suck it up.
that worker, that female or male worker, or gender non-binary.
I don't think people understand that. I'd rather lose my job than deal with that shit.
Are you gonna say something against me? I'm holding your tips. It's a sick system. It's a sick
It is.
world, and I hope that
I agree with it.
this doesn't just stay with Hollywood.
Never disagreed with it.
Thankfully, this has been
It's everywhere.
talked about in the anime community as well, and I hope that shit like this does get addressed in the future, and that's why we want to talk about this. Thank you all so much for listening in.
Well,
Move on to our next.
Me and that guy will be doing a thing later on. Coming up soon, so I look forward to doing that video with him, a live stream, a regular debate. So that's gonna be fun. I do look forward to doing that, and I had fun doing this. I'm not defending anyone. I'm going on based off facts and what I believe is right or wrong. Fortunately, like I said, I am a person who believes in honesty and whatnot. Let me go find this really quick. And honesty and the whole truth of facts. But anyways, I think this issue could be solved with just a little bit more things than just people believe in everyone, because I don't know. Everyone just believe in one another because someone said it's true. But